Well, welcome back, dear viewers. It seems that production has sorted out the issues. We're ready to go live. The score 6-0 between Too Easy Gaming and War. Too Easy Gaming looked to be firmly in the driver's seat. There's Spawn, who's changed his name finally. Hope Never Dies is gone. Rex showing off them Global Elite movement. Get into drop Jiffy. The buy is out from War. They can because they did get the bomb down and they are on max loss bonus. So that's $4,200 in the kitty for them. So that's why you see a little bit of limited utility on Finish and Saz. They wouldn't have the full amount because Saz is, I think, their dedicated opper. And there we see it's going to be another B hit. We do have Finish just marking for the push drop, holding an offish angle. No one's really, but there's a lot of information being gleaned. Nothing. And whoa, Pokey needs to be careful. The Molotov will come down. Flares will come raining down, and Pokey and Tito will just lay waste to that initial B hit. The two players have made their way in. Saz gets Pokey. Tito's very low. He needs to be careful. It is a 3v4, but it's not like the health is very good. Tito marking towards Chicken Coop, still managing to get the kill on Saz. Shinchan burning, Baba the Beast alive, and Kazi. So every time they've actually made their way onto the bomb sites, some of them, everyone from War is finding themselves in a 1vx situation, but Kazi's doing a bang-up job. He's already found 2 kills, but finally it's going to be Rex who's going to put him to rest. And, well, 7-0. 7-0. That is, or as it stands now. War, they're just lacking that final thrust into the bomb site, and the fact that they're not getting the work done is because their entries are just failing. The first two players in are getting mauled alive even before they have the chance to relay information regarding positions of the Too Easy players, and they're already staring down a 2-man deficit even before they've made their way onto the bomb site. So it's becoming a bit of a, well, what's the word? The cluster F for them. Anyway, Saz, the first to fall. Spawn finds another towards A-Long. They're just trickling in one by one now. It looks like they've given up more or less. Rex drop. This is a armor pistol buy. Not really going to be much in terms of, well, armaments or utility. They do have a couple of flashbangs, but with a 2-man disadvantage, it's going to be very difficult. Rex finds Kazi. Pokey peeks out, gets the kill. And this has been Too Easy Gaming's strong suit ever since they made their way into the division. And I don't know why everyone's rotating on. I think he does spot Baba the Beast, but Baba the Beast is up against an AWP with nothing but, well, a hand cannon. Still doable, but Spawn is marking the wrong angle. And Spawn can... What? Come on, Baba, you really gotta hit those. Spawn's just toying with him with the 5-7 until, well, backup arrives, and backup has arrived, and down he goes. Both Spawn and Baba the Beast just went potato there. 8-0. 8-0. Too Easy Gaming. This is not going War's way in any way, shape, or form. This is definitely not War had in mind when they picked Cobblestone against, well, Too Easy. In mid, on leader off. I like this crossfire. I like this setup towards long. Spawn spots out one player. That's Saz, who's going to be scoping in, and Spawn still managing to get the first kill. Throws down a flashbang and moves back, but the hit towards mid has in. Spawn needs to go huge right about now. That flashbang again, perfect, but oops, getting the kill. They've got the trade this time. Shinchan still waiting, lying in wait patiently, gets one kill in the meantime. Rex has found oops. Pokey has rotated in, shoots Finish in the back, and Kazi finds himself in a 1v4. But Kazi, he's got multiple kills many times, gets 2 kills again. Kazi in a 1v2 now. He's gotten 2 kills. They know exactly where Kazi is. They know that they have bomb control here. Too Easy Gaming. They don't need to force the issue. Kazi's made noise. Shinchan should have heard that. Shinchan should have heard that. Shinchan's just waiting for the plant. They're playing this perfectly. They're going to go in for the retake together. And that's the right call, in my opinion. Trade, because it is a 1v2. They have enough money. They don't need to worry about finances at this point. Should just go for the trade. But look at this. Just by waiting, just by showing patience, Kazi has sown the seeds of doubt and the bomb plant has come in. Shinchan, oh my, how does this happen? Shinchan has his knife out, peeks out, and then that's when Shinchan knew he effed up. That meme just played through in front of his screen. But Kazi unable to capitalize on the fact that he could have had a free kill. And with that, 2Easy Gaming move on to 9-0. Well, War. They get the bomb down. They are on max loss bonus, so they will be able to go in for a buy. But, I mean, at this point, you don't want to rely on bomb plants to eke buys out. You want to be in the thick of things. You want to be putting rounds on the board. You're on the T side on Cobblestone, for crying out loud. And look at this. Like, Shinchan's pushed through the smoke in mid. It's not a trade-friendly setup towards the A-bomb side, but it doesn't need to be because, well, Oops is just walking out towards B-long. It looks like they've given up. And, oh, finish. Getting the opening kill for the first time in a very long time. It looks like it is going to be War that is going to go in with the advantage. And man advantage yet again. Pokey going down as well. Looks like this is going to be the first round for, well, War. Spawn. Oh, again getting caught out and sting out. What am I watching? It's 3v2. They still have the match advantage, but Rex sees to it that they don't for very long. Spots out Saz's foot. Marking the angle, the smoke, acting perfect. Well, screen for him. And oh god, this atrocious. It's a 1v1 finish versus Rex. And there we go, finish. Will get the kill, getting the first round on the board for War. But they lose 4 players doing it. They don't have enough money. And 2Easy Gaming do have enough to buy into this round. Pretty easily they can buy into this round. Next round will be a more difficult order to get the buy-in. Only Tito and Shinchan will have enough money if they do lose this round. But if War lose this round, they're facing... Like, they're going to be staring down a full economic reset. And look at that. Tito, aggressive early on. Will get 1 kill, but does get immediately traded out. Unable to make his way out of there in time. Pokey needs to be careful. They're just in the waters towards B-long, making a lot of noise, keeping the rotation from happening towards A. But the bomb is still in Museum, just outside drop. And Rex with that Molotov. Oh, perfection. Perfection there. The utility. But Spawn in the meantime falls towards the A-bomb side. That might stretch the defense. There's still 2 players in the B-bomb side. Not committing. They're not rotating. Rex playing the pivot role. He's marking drop. This is the most important position on this map, that is Cobblestone. If you lose drop control, you're done for. Oops, marking that. It's a 4v3 again, man advantage with the T's. Where that be going. Good Molotov, but now it'll come down to Pokey. Marking as Rex makes his way towards relative safety. Now it's Pokey is in a very difficult position. He's in chicken coop. There's 3 players making their way into drop. No one's checking chicken coop, but as Pokey lays down the spray down, gets 2 kills, almost gets a 3rd. Now it's a 1v2. It's all down to Shinchan. Bomb has crossed over onto the bomb site, and this guy do it. He has a Molotov, he has a flashbang and a kit, and obviously a dream. The dream, in fact. And okay, there, Hazi is really peeking out, but now they know where they are. But Baba the Beast is not attaining beast mode. He's on 34 HP against full health Shinchan, but he's not presenting himself. He knows where Shinchan's playing from. Shinchan, is he just going to stick it? Is he just going to stick it? Baba the Beast holding down shift like a boss, but Shinchan is bosser. Yeah, I know it's not a word, folks, but go with it. Shinchan getting the kill, and the worst possible outcome from for War being realized. They just got hard reset. They did get a bomb plant, but they can't really. Oh my God, they're gonna. I mean, look, with the money that they had, they could have had a full buy in the next round, but they're going to decide to force. This is why I say my brain hurts when I watch Indians. This buy makes no sense. What do you look to achieve? You're not going to have a buy in the next round. You're going to bum rush drop. Wow. Maybe it works out. They've got 2 kills already. GG. Well played. Spawn, though, holding the line. He's just not giving any quarters. Well, the bomb is making its way onto the A bomb side. It will go down, so they're going to get around $500 for the next round, which is going to be just about enough. Get by. Now, Baba the Beast, the recovered M4. He's going high and get something done. Does lay the molly down. Not really going to bother anybody. The defuse will come in. And I don't think, like, War have tried everything. They've thrown everything along with the kitchen sink at the wall, and so far nothing really has stuck for them, including Sukha Bhel, Rush B. And well, clearly, it hasn't worked. Last time they tried the Sukha Bhel, let's go pincer A, because I saw that one time. I saw SK doing it that one time and it worked out. Unfortunately, Too Easy Gaming just a cut above, well, War so far. Right? Oops. Well, oops. I did it again. And he peaked without any trade potential, and now he's dead. What happened? Kazi just rattling off a couple of shots towards, well, it's a one-way, it's a good smoke, but Kazi just, oh my god! Jesus. That was the worst decision from a player I've seen, and Rex does get dinked through the wall, but his aim is stronger, his aim is better. Now Spawn to face and finish will still not be able to be clinical enough, and Shinchan gets the final kill. A perfect round coming out from Too Easy Gaming, and now going into the penultimate round. Well, they're broke. And Mr. Sandy Sam, please clean the wax from your ears. I said they get the bomb down and therefore they'll be able to go in with a full buy, but they'll be light on the utility. And look what happened. Please stop trying to teach me the game. I know this better than you ever will. Down. Anyway, Rex, marking drop. He's been a rock in drop and spawn. Again, just opening things up, getting the lay down on finish. Shinchan gets Baba the Beast. They're just walking in by one like Slaughter. Tito with that. Do some damage. Oh, has on a 9 health. There we go. Pokey, Tito. Just pairing up. Just walking in one by one more. They have no idea what they have to do. The flank is coming in from spawn. Kill. Saz does kill back. Will recover the AK, but with 9 HP, not really much he can do. There we go. Tito with the CZ. No quarter is given, and everybody just getting, well, lynched on War. Final round of the half, they will go in with a full buy. All the nades, all the weaponry that they could desire, but if the rest of the half is anything to learn from, it's not like they've been able to achieve much here, War, even with the full buys. Too Easy Gaming have just been too good for them. Right, Pokey. No respect gameplay across the board. They're just pushing left, right, and spawn. Oh, Flash needs to be careful. I think Finish spotted him out. He's completely blind. And this time that aggression is going to get punished. But it's still a 1-for-1 trade. Shinchan playing an office angle towards mid. One pop flash and Shinchan is blind for days. He's going to be completely white. Tito in the up good smoke for him. Allow him to push up. This has been the cornerstone of Too Easy Gaming's TT side. Actually, has been pristine utility usage. They've played this perfectly. And Rex again making it way into drop. Hold that. He's just waiting for it. Does throw it down. Sails over the top. Flash avoided like a boss, but he's gonna get Mario'd. And it looks like War might just be able to see off the final round of the first half. Pokey getting just completely sprayed down through the door. It's a 1v3 Tito Savage. It all comes down to him. It has come crumbling down for Too Easy Gaming in the final round. But 13-2 on the CT side on Cobblestone is nothing to scoff at. Tito just, he knows that this round is pretty difficult to get back and pre-firing everything. And that's the mark of a player with good map knowledge. But there we go, Kazi holding the angle, gets the kill, and that's the first half going in well, decisively in the favor of Too Easy Gaming. 13-2. War do manage to pick up the final round of the first half, but is it too little too late? Well, they say Counter-Strike is a game of two halves. We have seen miraculous comebacks in the ESL India Premiership. Will this be one of those games? Statistics and past experience casting Too Easy Gaming tells me that it's not, because the T side is their more favored side. It allows them to play their trademark trade game much more efficiently and much more effectively as compared to the CT side. So, well, I mean, anything can happen. That's my outlook on how a half is and how one needs to look at a half that is so one-sided, especially if you're on the T side, if you're War right now. Look, it's a double elimination bracket, if I'm not mistaken. So even if you do lose this, it's not the world. You still can make your way up from lower brackets. You're playing the top-seeded team in the country right now. So there's nothing to be ashamed of. And the pistol round is live. Tito and Shinchan playing utility. Spawn is making a lot of noise towards the B bomb site, keeping the rotation there, but now he's going to be making his way back to A. The rotation is coming in. No, Kazi deciding against it. Still going to be marking drop. Looks like it is going to be an A hit. They might be doing the same strats as well. War did. The smoke down. There's still one player on the site. That's Finish left to contend with for Too Easy Gaming. And whoa, nice crisp shots. But well, Oops does find Pokey and Kazi. The trades are not going in favor of Too Easy, and in the blink of an eye, it's a 2v4. But look at Spawn on the edge of the smoke, on the edge of reason, just popping Oops' block off. Spawn making them plays already in with the flank. Shinchan gets one kill, brought it down to a 2v2. Shinchan needs to be careful, but Spawn on the flank can do a lot of damage. Spawn needs to make the move, needs to make the plays. Shinchan is baiting, but whoa, the trade comes in. And Spawn, what? Baba the Beast finally turns around 180 degrees and gets the kill. Spawn could have had that round in the bag, but War pick up the extremely crucial pistol round. Well, they have zero window of opportunity, like zero margin for error. My bad, I'm just losing my words. Baba the Beast actually living up to his name, just going absolutely beast that round. And it is going to be a force buy coming out from Too Easy Gaming. There's going to be 5 SMGs on the board for War. Too Easy did the same thing. Not a big fan of this buy, primarily because they are up against pistols. Both these things, pistols and SMGs, are very good up close and personal. Taz does get the opening pick. He's got the bomb control as well, and he gets the kill on the Spawn. Taz going huge, bomb control and everything, and now it's going to be finished. He's going to lay down the spray down on the remaining 3 players. That attack did not last long. Well, that did not. All right, it looks like it's a tactical pause being called by... it's a technical pause, my bad, being called by War. I think one is has mouse issues, I'm guessing. And no one's got a low FOV aimbot where it was a crisp, clean shot from Baba the Beast. All right, that we have sorted out our difficulties. Too Easy Gaming will have to full eco this. And they're going to be going in with a neutered buy. They're going to have armor. They're going to have AK-47. But they're going to be slightly light on the utility. Possibly one smoke, one flashbang, and a few players opting out of the smoke in favor of Molotov or 2. It is going to be a difficult round. Too Easy Gaming, their first gun round, will have to rely a lot on just pure aim. Need for drop. Very heavy presence towards drop. Same with War. They have 2 players in drop. SMGs on the ready. They're just making a lot of noise there. Making a lot of noise towards B. Okay. Getting straight down smoke. They're just burning. They're just all in. Oh, beautiful strat. Beautiful strat coming out from 2EZ Gaming. Now, yes, Kazi got the ace. But think about what 2EZ Gaming did there. They saw the Molotov and they all sat in that Molotov to deny war economy. Now, Kazi, he gets what? 300 into 5, he gets 1500. But they all had SMGs. So had they died to the SMGs, that would have been 600 per kill. So essentially, 2EZ Gaming denied war a good $1,500 in economy. That was beautiful. A lot of teams have done that in the past, and now it's, well, 2EZ's time to go through the ringer. They're just going to force their way into the B bomb side. Rex getting Baba the Beast, shooting down Oops through the smoke. What am I watching here? I'm down, Rexy. Shots coming in. Spawnlands finished. Kazi all alone. This is just not gone War's way. Like I said, they're going to have to brute force their way into the bomb site, and that's exactly what they did. My god, 2EZ Gaming denying them economy, just brute forcing their way into the bomb site, getting the kills, but War will be able to buy into this round. Op does come out and says they are decent in terms of utility also, War. 2EZ, obviously, they've got everything to play for. They've got everything to play with. Utility AK-47s. Now, 2EZ are a team that don't really go for the op onto spawn on the T side on Cobblestone. And Cobblestone is a map that doesn't really require an op on the T side, to be very honest. Look at that. Fast play. Rex already out onto the bomb site. Baba the Beast getting... Well, the trades are coming in. And oops, burns alive Tito. It's a 3v4. But Rex, can he get the kill? Yes, he does yet again. Kazi playing on the edge of the smoke. Sorry, Saz gets the kill. It's a 2v3 now. Down to Shinchan and Spawn to make something off this round. They don't want to get reset. That's not a good outcome for any round. Good flashbang coming in for them. Kazi still holding the line. Shinchan will get the bomb down. Plants. In post plants, not the best. Kazi lands a dink. That nade. Oh! Kazi gets the shot off and Shinchan goes down. He does find one kill. But in a 1v3, very well played by War. Peeking together, not giving Shinchan the opportunity to isolate those 1v1s. And Spawn going down fairly early there was the linchpin for that round. He should have stayed alive a little longer in my opinion. And I think 2EZ might just force into this. 4 players can actually buy an armor AK-47 with 3 of them getting the full kitty of nades. Maybe Pokey goes with an armor UMP. Maybe. No, he's going to go with the armor AK-47. Well, yeah. They managed to put 4 AK-47s and a decent amount of utility. So this can work out for 2EZ Gaming. War, though, everything to play with. All the nades, all the rifles. It is their round to lose. They need to make a comeback. If they want, they cannot afford to drop a single round. They've already lost the first gun round from the 2EZ put on the board. And look, the thing is, on Cobblestone, 2EZ aren't an unbeatable team. JMD Gaming has shown that they are very much beatable. There are quite a few, well, gaps in the 2EZ armor, as they say. So, okay, finish. Out in the open, tapper away, gets one kill, but Rex with the trade. The A defense has crumbled. It's a 3v4. A bomb sites decidedly harder to retake than the B. Baba the Beast going in alone. Here's Rex, but not hearing Rex. Well, Rex, like the precision of a plastic surgeon, takes Baba the Beast's face off. Now the call to save would have come. They are looking at more or less a reset. They've lost a lot of guns in the previous 2 rounds. It came down to like 2 players surviving, 1 player surviving. So they need to save both these rifles. Still, they're going to have a tough time putting a buy together. They're just going to get $1,400. And it looks like 2EZ Gaming are out on the warpath. Pardon the pun. They want guns. They don't... Oh, oops. Oops, dead. Kazi should be getting 1 kill, but shows tremendous trigger discipline. Let's say that he shoots down Rex, repositioning himself, knows that Shinchan's gone up. B-long, Tito needs to be careful. Tito through the door. Through the door. Good night, Kazi. You did not hold the door. and you have died. And with that, Too Easy Gaming move on to match and map point. They're just one round away from sending War to the lower bracket or the losers bracket, and this is the worst possible position for War to be in because the game hangs in the balance and they have no money. Look at the buy coming in from them, armor, pistols, and the MP9 out onto Kazi. This is dire. And Stephen Jones, it is extremely hard for me to, you know, keep my tongue in check. And oops, playing up close and personal. Tira, oh my god! What? Indian CS. Just Indian CS, ladies and gentlemen. Too Easy Gaming, too eager to get the game done and dusted with. Walk into a B stack. Not even a B stack. 3-man stack towards a standard B play. And they just get decimated. Oops, still, oh my. Now, Spawn is in a 1v2. He's found a lot of, he's found 2 kills already. He can do, but flank comes in, the double pick working out perfectly. And War win a round that they had absolutely no business winning. They had no gun, just armor and pistols, and they snatch a round from the jaws of defeat, still managing to stay in the game. And this is why I love watching and casting CS. This is what dreams are made of, ladies and gentlemen. Such rounds give you hope. Such rounds just give you so much joy because they should never have won that war, but they still just sheer grit, determination, and obviously a lot of unforced errors from Too Easy Gaming helped them through that round. Sprint. Okay, la. It's a 2-1 trade. Rex does get another. Does have armor to play with, but oops, will shut him down. And now it's a 2v3. Oops, playing for platform. Not a good position for Too Easy to be in. They have recovered the AK against Spawn, getting boosted back up into drop. At least, well, they're trying to. Like, what are you guys doing? It's like trying to play Jenga while absolutely inebriated. Doesn't work out. Anyway, finally they managed to counter boost Spawn back to drop. Tito still in drop, running diversion, playing it smart. War are being slightly smarter. Tito has make some noise, trying to feign the fact that he's dropped out. Oops. Oh, the timing gets 1 kill. That's the guy with the rifle, and Spawn will fall to Oops. Oops. With a huge 4K in the 8th round on the board for War. And Too Easy Gaming, well, they did kind of sort of force into the previous round, so not going to have all the money in the world. Now, these are little things that I'm finding to be a bit irksome about Too Easy. The fact that they rely so heavily on forcing it up. The thing is, see, yes, you're playing against what most would consider an inferior team, but the economic decisions that you're making makes it so that you're not really giving any respect, and that's going to hurt you in the long run when you're playing against the entities, when you're playing against the better teams. And look at that, you've dropped 8 rounds to War on the... Most of them have come on the T side. That is unacceptable. And Pokey does get the opening kill. Saz completely blinded, but Kazi gets the drop onto Pokey. It's 4v4, but Tito is so very low. Saz gets Rex. Now it's a 3v4. They're just walking in again, one by one, not really going for the trades. Spawn just holding the edge of smoke. Tito so very low, so very low. There is a player in stables that Saz not moved. Good smoke, but Tito can actually push through that, but doesn't matter. Saz ready for that push, gets the kill. Now it's a 2v4. Too Easy Gaming playing very fast and very loose with their lives. This is not good Counter-Strike coming out from them. I think Spawn has been spotted. Baba the Beast should have spotted him out. Saz is going to get an easy kill yet again. And there we go. Baba the Beast gets... Too Easy Gaming. Now, you need to figure out... This is not working out. This is pretty poor from you guys. You need to respect War more. Never underestimate an opponent, and that's what you're doing. You're kind of underestimating the opposition here. Going gung-ho, dropping 10 rounds at this point. I don't think they're going to be winning this round. If they do, hats off to them, but it should be War's round. The thing is, Oh, wow. Oop, I did it again. Screwed up his aid. And I should just stop singing. Just, all right, finish. Long, drops a flashbang, heals off. Good decision, because you don't want to be caught in that little corridor of doom and gloom with an AK-47 when you know that the opposition is just running pistols. You don't know, what waits around the corner. Rex does get the see though. Long range with the P250. What? Rex, are you all right, son? That was beautiful. Anywho, on. Oh, battles off a shot. Baba the Beast holding the line. Needs to be careful. Oh, okay then. Spawn. The dink. The dinky dinks. His way back. It is going to be an A hit. Look at Finish. Finish has no idea. He's going to get shot in the butt. He's going to get shot in the butt, but he's well hidden. Will he get shot in the butt though? Yes, he will. In the butt. Basically, Tito and Pokey were like, what? In the butt. Oops. Does manage to get Tito though. Bomb is making its way onto the site. Rex has recovered the AK-47. He has to go huge. And not like this. Not like this. Not on an eco. They're getting surrounded. They're just losing everything here. We still have Pokey, but they're all dying. They're all dying one by one. Pokey does manage to get one kill. Dinks another. Now it's all down to Spawn with the Deagle. They know exactly where he is. All Spawn has to do is get the diffuser. Gets the diffuser, but does Baba have the time? Yes, he does. And a kit as well. So, again, War making things very, very dicey for themselves. Too Easy Gaming picking up 4 kills on what could only be said was a full eco. And it's 15 to 10. Match has been paused. Who is this calling the pause? Okay, it is Too Easy calling for the pause. Cheyenne did not work. War still won the round. Technically, it did not work. All Too Easy did was a lot of economic damage, but at that point, it doesn't really matter because War will be buying in regardless. They have no rounds to spare. Their margin of error is literally in the negative right now. And that is a mathematical impossibility, not even an improbability. There we go. The pause does get called off. And pause again. All right. Become error. I wish Too Easy would end this game a bit quickly. My leg has started to hurt a little bit. I need to reposition myself on the chair. Not a very comfortable situation or position that I'm casting from right now. All right. Game's paused. Both the teams have a full proper bye. Match is getting unpaused now. So, where does this leave us in terms of, well, me as a caster and you guys as viewers? What do you take away from this game? I would say if I were Too Easy Gaming, I'd be kicking myself in the rear for the sheer number of rounds that, well, I would be Too Easy have just thrown on the T side, being over ambitious, over zealous, and just over eager to quote unquote end things fast. It's a game of Counter-Strike. Take your time, be methodical, just don't give up your lives on silver platters. It is not the proper way. And Green Leopard Blair will be casting the games, he'll be casting the 3rd game of the day. Don't worry, you're gonna get your fair share of Blair as well if you grow tired of listening to the cringe caster, as they call me. All right, Too Easy bunched up by B-Long. This is the right call actually. There's just 2 players in B. There's no rotation happening. Drop is lava. Kazi playing one of the few safe spaces in drop at the moment, but good flashbang, but Rex still getting the kill. Oops, now all alone on the B bomb side. He's gonna have a lot of work cut out for him. He's blinded, he's getting shot in the butt. And again, Tito Savage and Pokey pairing up for what in the butt. Rex playing up close and personal towards door. He's gonna get off, play the edge. And wow, Tito's decapitates Saz through the door. Shinchan gets Baba the Beast, and that's all down to finish, and it's finished. Too Easy Gaming finally seeing things off 16-10. War did give them a match to remember. Well, it wasn't easy by any stretch of the imagination, although they put a very emphatic first half on the board. War fought back tooth and nail, and more power to them. They did manage to mount somewhat of a comeback, but in the end, Too Easy Gaming did have it in them to see it off. That's the first game, guys. GG, well played. I'll be back in a few minutes with the second game. Don't go anywhere, folks. We have lots of amazing Counter-Strike lined up for you throughout the day, well into the night. So, well, just stay prepared.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it was quite an interesting prediction, I'd say.
You almost got it right with the 16.
Like,
you said 16-8
or 9. There's a margin of
so,
error.
according to me, if a game goes into double digits, if it's 16-10, that means it's automatically close.
No, it's according to me, if it's anything above 12 rounds, it's close. It's
well, of course, then you could also argue that only 16-14 or 16-13 is a close game.
Anything above 12 rounds.
To be honest, actually, in the second half, it was a lot closer than I thought as well. There were a lot of scrappy rounds and things like that. You know, it could have gone any way at any point, to be honest. And that was what the surprising thing was, especially after seeing 13-2 as the lead. And I think it was 9-0 at one point as well. And there were so many sloppy plays, though, in the second half, which is the main reason why we've seen like a 16-10 scoreline. I think Too Easy could have finished this off a lot earlier, and I'm really surprised that we actually got to 16-10.
But I mean, you did mention the fact that even though Too Easy is actually going to win the matchup, it's going to be a closer match.
Yeah.
Because even though Cobblestone is something that you're not really fond of, it's not really all that tactical.
So yeah, that's exactly what happened, right? Like you saw the T sides from both the teams, and even though like Too Easy's T side, what they usually do is, you know, they're close unit. They throw maybe 1 or 2 pop flashes in a few set smokes, and then they play a trade game. Cobble is such a map where you can't do the trade game. You just can't. If you don't hit your shots, you're screwed. And they hit their shots in the start. When they were CT, they were hitting their shots. And it was the same thing for War on their side. War on the CD side was hitting their shots. And you just can't trade in Cobble. It's just that sort of map. And that's why it gets closer. And we saw 2 great CD sides, to be honest. I mean, Too Easy CD side was amazing. 13 rounds on the CD side is crazy. And then eventually they needed 3 rounds only. And it was a struggle for them to find those 3 rounds. Yeah, it was a struggle though to find those 3 T rounds, right? And Cobble is supposed to be a T-sided map, but it's not really. You know, like how Inferno is an economy-sided map, right? It doesn't matter what side you start on. Cobble is just a short-sided map. Like, you know, if man's not hot, you're not gonna win. You're not gonna.
You know, I personally feel that T-side actually it depends a lot on the first round as well, because you need to have those flashes with you if you want to push out really quickly. Because you know for a fact, if you get the first round, you'll have the amount of resources you need. The CTs won't have the guns to play the long range, and if you go in for the deagle, you won't have the resources. So you go out throwing a few flashes in the second and the third round.
Actually, Too Easy, talking about the resources, right? Too Easy actually did a double eco after losing the T pistol. So yeah, and it was actually another interesting stat of the game, right? Both the teams won their CT pistol. Generally, yeah, I mean, the T pistol, what can you do, right? Like low utility and whatnot. So, but yeah, both the teams won their CD pistol. I think that's an interesting thing to touch on as well, because of the fact that, you know, it just basically showed you what a shamble the T sides for both the teams were.
One of the other things I'm really surprised about is the fact that I've never really seen a team be really creative on Cobblestone.
Because
in the first round. You can't. Actually, there's one specific style that I'm really fond of, which I've not really seen a lot, is dividing the drop zone and the walkway towards B long. Just throw a smoke towards. That's all you need, literally. Throw in a smoke, divide it into 2 parts, get drop zone control, and sandwich them towards triangle.
Yeah. So the thing is, actually, Too Easy likes to ape SK and do their sort of drop zone control, but the drop control is really difficult to do. And you know, you need to have a player like Colzera up there, you know, watching your back as Taco falls into, you know, drop, and you need somebody with crazy aim up there. You can't, you know, just rely on, you know, anyone watching your back. And that's the problem with a lot of teams. As long as you can't trust your teammate, you don't feel like you're capable of jumping in. So, you know, jumping into drop. I just want to highlight on a few rounds, okay? Like how in shambles the war was, basically. In the 9th round, Baba, I don't know, discount Baba biceps? I have no idea. I've not seen this Baba ever.
I mean,
so
biceps comes
Baba
from
biceps
it's
is
like budget biceps, I guess.
So yeah, double budget biceps. Like, it's a third world bicep, Baba. Third world Baba. Anyway, so in the 9th round, right, he was killed by Shinchan with his knife out. He was running down A long, like literally, if you go the solution method, dun 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 dun, running down.
I am
Sorry,
not analyzing him. This was like the
mood.
worst way you could have analyzed it.
Okay, no, anyways, basically he was running down like an elephant in A long with his knife out. And you can't do that. Like, Spawn had got a kill already at A long. And then, yeah, he was traded by one of the teammates at slope. So Baba just assumed that A long is clear. Shinchan was waiting at A long the entire time. So, you know, just saying that the map awareness was completely not there. The thing is that in Cobble, to get A control, you need to be playing A long together, or you need to be playing A short, A slope together as CTs. And War was just not aware of that fact. The fact that Spawn got killed, got traded, sort of revenged, so to speak, at the stables, right, at the wood. And Baba running it with his knife out, just put into perspective how terrible War's T side was. There is another thing, like even War won the 10th round, right? And it was a 1v1 win. And then immediately Too Easy resets them on the 11th round. Again a 1v1 win, but Too Easy had the bank, right, going in. So that completely
brings me to one more point, talking about A-long control, right? Yep. There was this one round where Shinchan was an on and off angle. He gets 3 kills, almost actually gets 4 kills.
It was a completely terrible position, to be honest, where he was sitting. He was exposed from the slope, right? He was exposed from the steps, like from danger. And he was also exposed from A-long. Like, I don't understand how he got 3 kills.
That is what it makes a good angle, I guess.
Oh yeah, like nobody would expect, kaise bot jaise baith gaya yaar. Like would be what was going through.
It happens, right? I sometimes do play with a few silver friends of mine, and you cannot expect things over there. You have to check each and every corner. But talking about the brackets as well, so now since 2 is here, when they are going to go up, War will actually play against the loser of VAC Banned versus Phoenix, which is the next matchup as well, by the way. So these are going to be the brackets for, at least for the Group A, when we talk about them. But before we go any further, do you have any closing words on the matchup? Because we actually have one of the players from 2 Easy coming up who's going to be sitting with us.
Let's get on with that. I have a question to ask him anyway as well.
All right, so we will actually go on a really, really short break. When we come back, it's going to be Tito who's going to be joining us, a really fluffy guy with a really fluffy attitude as well. So yeah, we all actually love him. So we're going to go on a really short break. When we come back, we'll have the post-match analysis and the player interview. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back again, and along with us we have Tito Savage, and according to us, he's actually the debutant of the year.
Of the year. Yes, it was given out at the fall season, right? And I
Yeah.
think it was a mistake giving it out to Recoil Master.
He has been.
I think somebody with a 4-letter name, who I won't name, who has a very American accent, but I won't name him,
Then
gave it to
like
the
five
wrong
people-
person.
five
That's
people in the
exactly
country.
one. But yeah.
He's good at
All right,
saying things.
so all right, I have a few questions as well. Adi has a few questions as well, but Adi, I'll let you do the honors first.
No, the thing is, you guys had a very dominant first half, right? 13-2. CT side locked down completely. T side completely scrappy.
Yes.
Like you didn't have any idea. I like that you guys went double eco, by the way. But you guys went double eco, right? After the pistol.
on
After the
T,
pistol
on our T
loss.
side,
Yeah, on the T side.
I don't think so. I'm not
Apparently
sure.
my notes are wrong. But anyways, you should have gone double eco
We
then.
should have, because
Considering
we
that
had
you
the lead. Yes, we
yeah,
should have
considering you
gone.
had such a lead, why not go double eco? And then you tried and execute, worked once, got instantly reset. What was going through your mind at that time?
We had already planned that, you know, if we're going to try this execute, and if it works good enough, like we'll continue doing it unless they stop it, because it
Okay.
doesn't make sense to change it. But I think we had a lot of communication errors over, like a lot. I mean, I couldn't even, you know, imagine that we would go through such a thing. But they played well. I mean, I can't tell them they were. We knew them. We know them because they play from the same cafe. So
Okay. Oh, they're a Bombay team.
they are a Bombay team.
Oh, okay.
So
Good to know. We were wondering, are they
We
from
were
Pune
really
or
confused,
Bombay?
like, we never really
Good to
heard about war.
they play in the same cafe as I do.
Okay.
So they know us, we know them, but then we didn't expect it to go so close, to be honest. It was Cobble, it was
Yeah.
we didn't know what to expect from them.
So that's the one other thing as well, right? You had the choice between Overpass and Cobble at the end.
Yeah.
Right? You guys had the choice.
I think they had the choice, I'm not sure.
You know they're all wrong today, Adi. Have you slept enough?
Shinchan went for the video.
No, they had the choice for sure. So I have the veto here.
Maybe someone on Skype messed it up.
No,
But anyway,
it wouldn't have
so
been
that
messed
aside,
up.
you
Yeah,
actually
so
wanna ask-
the veto here was, just a sec, sorry about that, Mama. Yeah, so War removed Train,
Okay.
Too Easy removed Cash, War removed Inferno. I know Cash is your perma-ban, that's fine. War removed
Which is kinda
Inferno, Too
ironic
Easy
if you
removed
think about
Mirage. Mirage you of course removed because Pug Star map, right? Why give
We
it to
don't
them?
want to play with
Yeah,
the,
and it's your best map as well, at least according to me. Mirage is your
we
best
consider
map.
Inferno as our best map.
Yeah, okay. So then War removed Nuke. You guys removed Overpass and picked Cobble. Now Overpass is a more tactical map, right?
Yes.
Why not Overpass? And I know you guys have been practicing Overpass
We
as
have,
well.
but then the issue is we know War since a long time, and we also know that their old lineup had beat Brutals on this map 16-12. So
On Overpass?
On Overpass. It was a, I don't know which tournament, but they had
Yeah.
beaten. So we could have played them, but then we were more confident on Cobble than Overpass. Like we knew that we can beat them on Cobble much more easily than we could beat them on Overpass.
Well, that makes sense as well, because when you think of it, you know it for a fact that they've competed against a better team and they've actually
They have.
defeated them as well. Now, I actually mentioned one of the other things that I've not seen a lot of teams do is getting creative on the first round of the terrorist side. Like, have you guys ever sat down and thought about this specific map and the specific round on the T side on Cobblestone? Because usually what happens is, sometimes they try and get the drop control because you have a Glock, you can't really take that really long range fight, right? So you might want to divide and conquer the B bomb set if you want to do it. So have you ever thought about it?
See, we actually love to play with each other. Like we don't have that thing of executions or something. We just like to go like the Rex is going ahead, I'll trade him or whatever it is. We don't like to be too smart
you
about
like
things.
to keep things simple.
Yeah, it just
Focus on the basics.
yeah. We are actually falling off from our basics these days. I think you would have noticed.
Especially the second phase. I
Yeah.
actually, during the build-up of this match, I actually mentioned that in the second phase, you guys looked very complacent. You guys didn't look like you were focusing on the basics. Was it because you were, actually this transitioned into my next question really well. Was it because you were trying to focus on executions and smokes and things like that? Or you just got complacent?
We had actually tried to go on execution.
Yeah.
We wanted to see how if we could play a style like that. But I think we aren't meant for that. I think we are meant for our playing with each other, playing off each other.
Yeah.
So we have a few things that we have done. We didn't want to show a few things that we have done in Cobble. But overall, I think War played really well, and I can't take them. I mean, I can't take that credit from them. So I don't know. I mean, I was lost. I was lost.
He's actually pretty good at answering the questions we have because usually we have someone being really way too cocky or way too humble, but he had that perfect mixture of it.
Yeah, I actually have one final question about the basics. Do you guys practice the basics day in, day out? Or did it just fall into place because of playing?
the whole ESL Hyderabad land, we had no idea that we were going to do. We had already planned that we were going to come, get knocked out in the first stage and go and roam around in Hyderabad.
That is what they had planned.
Something happened and it just like the brutals map, when we got to know, when we came to overtime, we realized that we can do something over here.
Yeah.
That's when we started. Again, I mean, I don't want to point this out, but then you had said that we watched demos during our entry, before our end. We didn't do anything.
It looked like you
It
did.
didn't.
It
was
looked like you
Shinchan, Rex were in
counter-strategy.
their own world. I was in my own world. We were doing nothing.
Who does your in-game leading?
Shinchan.
Shinchan. So
Shinchan.
does he watch the demos at least?
He watches the demos, but then
Isn't that every Indian team though?
At
Literally
least, as long
only
as
the
your captain is
IGL.
watching. So that's actually a very interesting thing about Entity. I have a question about Entity, about you. They're working with a coach, Prashant.
Yes.
And this thing, how do you think they are going to fare because
We
of having
actually
him?
have played against them in an NGS tournament.
Yeah. Is this after the roster shuffle?
Yeah, this is with the one with Baba and Sayan.
Yeah.
So they are good. They have a different style of playing. So I can't really judge on that because I don't know that style.
Yeah.
But as far as I know that we're going to beat them this time.
Yeah. It's going to be a very interesting clash of styles, by the way. The heavy execution-based Pra being Hitler, basically. No, I don't mean that as an offense, by the way, to any Germans. But yeah, basically being really anal about, how to play the game versus the basics of
detailed
the game.
analysis, by the way. So like you need
This
to
is
come with-
YouTube. I can say,
Oh wait, I didn't know that. I thought we were on TV. Anyway, so talking about that, it's going to be interesting to see because you have Pra obviously bringing in the brains, and you have Marzel and Sai being on the same. That is something I really wanted to see since
how that dynamic is going to work out. How the
Yeah.
egos are going to clash.
They're still
egos.
I agree.
play styles.
They're still going to
I like it. I like the confidence on this guy. And
Well, I told you, right? He has a perfect mixture of being humble and knowing when to speak. Usually, like, you know who I'm talking about. Well, but I'm going to leave that aside because we actually have one more matchup. Not one more. We have a lot
much
of-
more. That's
much more matches.
second
lined
of
up.
the day out of
The
10, Mamba.
It's like 12
There
hours.
are
I don't
10
know.
matches today.
10
we are going to
matches?
be here till 1.
Oh yeah, we actually have 10 matches.
Yeah, this is the GSL format. It's the beauty. Who came up with the format? Yours truly. As in, who decided on the format?
You did not
You're
come
welcome.
up with the format.
Yeah, chose the format.
Who chose the format? It's a really nice format, by the way.
See,
So
we
nice,
are
nice work.
actually
over there.
lucky that we got any.
But
comparatively
you
easy bracket.
finished. So you finished first. That was the point, right? So I'll tell you how the seeding worked, right? In case if production can get the bracket up as well, how the seeding worked. Too Easy gets 1, War gets 8, right? They
Yeah.
finish 8, so 1 plays 8, and then the next are 5 and 6. VAC Banned finished 5th, Phoenix finished 6th. So that's it. It's simple. 1, 5, 6, 8. 1, 4, 5, and 8 is how the seeding worked. It was simple as that. That's how we decided on the seeding. It's the fairest seeding. Hence, because you finished first in the Masters, you got 8th to play against.
So that is how it actually worked. I'm
We
pretty
are
sure it's
finishing
still.
first year also.
So yeah, you go 2 wins, 0 loss. You play against second of Group B. The 2 wins and 1 loss of
So
Group
you're
B.
pretty much going to play against
Entity or
winner.
SemperX.
Oh yeah.
So it's not
was-
that
SemperX
easy.
is winning that match.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow, he
boy.
hates Entity.
I don't hate them. I don't like them.
It's literally the same thing. But
That's good. That's a
that
nice
requires a
thing to
lot of
end on,
work
I
to say it
think.
on stream, by the way. But well, it's going to be interesting. That's going to bring in a lot of viewers as well. That is what we actually needed to hype the matchup because we've been looking forward to that. But more than that, more than everything, I'm really waiting to see the dynamic duo of Sai and Martel working out. It's going to be interesting. But you know what,
Rex
guys?
and me are better.
What?
I agree.
Rex and me are
Shinchan
better.
and Rex as well together. They decided to play well together.
Well, you
as
guys
well.
are there. You guys are there. But it's about the egos, right? You guys are really humble to the core when you guys are
It
outside.
doesn't seem very humble right
I
now.
am-
No, he is actually. When
I'm
you
just kidding.
when you are in the game, right? He shows the respect when he
Yeah.
has to. You won't.
They
You won't see
deserve
him,
respect, but we are going to win the game.
you won't
I
see
like
him throw an op over the wall. By the way.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that.
So that is where it comes in. But I mean, yeah, Marzel is skilled as well. But sometimes it works out, sometimes it does not. But you know what? We are going to leave it at that because we have one more match, a pre-match analysis that is going to come up. It's going to be VAC Banned versus Phoenix. So we are going to go on a really short break. When we come back, we'll be back with the pre-match analysis.
Game, record, and stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
Turn around 3 times. Start shooting.
Exclusive Black Equalizer brightens dark scenes without overexposing bright areas. Use the S switch to quickly access the setting and switch between save modes.
Going to dominate the game!
Going to change towards Bustle. It's a double kill for Blizzard while Paddling is on the run. Signify on the cusp of gaining victory here. Going to try and get the bomb down. Much has no idea. Something to find an ace. He's going to find a kill and get the second one as well.
हैदराबाद हमारा इलाके कोई भी नहीं आ सकता कोई जीत नहीं सकता
Three, two. Alright, so guys, if you guys are wondering where the matches are happening, because some of you guys actually asked on the stream as well, you were all curious, because usually we have it in the cafes, but right now we are in Delhi because the final event is happening at the Comic Con in Delhi, and we are actually at Nodwin Gaming's office, and behind me we have the Dota 2 games going on. It actually kind of brings in the classic feeling of being in a cafe and playing in the faces, but the CSGO games are happening in separate rooms because the the comms you can't really, I mean yeah, Dota 2 comms are there as well, but can we do a retake because I sort of went live. Alright guys, so all of you guys were asking on the stream, you were really curious where the matches are happening as well. So we are actually in Delhi right now because the main event is happening at the Delhi Comic Con, and we have the Dota 2 teams playing behind me. This is where the Dota 2 matches are happening. It's literally, it's not exactly the hall, but we have a lot of rooms around. This is the Nordwind Gaming office right now and has multiple floors. And the Dota 2 games are happening in the center, and we have the CSGO games happening in rooms, one on my left, one on my right. So it's going to be pretty interesting, and this actually brings in that classic feeling as well about being in a cafe and playing in each other's faces. So it sort of brings that aggression and brings that competitiveness back as well. But Counter-Strike being in a separate rooms, we have 2 simultaneous streams running as well. Dota 2 being on a completely different stream, CSGO being on a completely different stream as well. So if you guys want to watch both the games together, well, just open up 2 tabs and enjoy the games as well, because we have a really long day lined up. We have the CSGO matches are going to go about till like 11:30 or 12 at night, because we have 10 matches lined up, and one of them is already done. We still have 9 more matches that are going to happen. That are going to happen. So you know, guys, just stay tuned. And if you guys have any other questions that you might want to ask us, just let us know in the chat or just tweet out to us, and we'll try and answer them.
Personalize the way you see everything, and then conquer. Exclusive Black Equalizer brightens dark scenes.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And well, it was quite an amazing matchup, and Tito was actually pretty nice with the
actually, Tito was amazing. I think actually he made the analysis segment. I think he just made the interview.
And he made it really bright as well. We had some real nice
banter
as well.
He thinks that, I'm not surprised. I don't think his confidence is misplaced, but I think it's right on the edge of overconfidence. Right there. Like it's just there. Yeah, like one pixel higher, and that's overconfidence. It's like he's right there. He's brimming with confidence. And to be honest, why not? Too Easy played that game really well on the CT half.
Cut you off, Adi, but we are going to go on a really short break, and we are going to come back with the pre-match analysis as well again. Right, we're back again. We actually had a really small mess up. My microphone went missing, and that was the reason why we had to go on a short break, which is kind of funny, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't expect the microphone just to fall off, but let's just be honest. It actually went up there. We were live.
Yeah.
We were actually showing up the setups as well, how the matches were taking place. The Dota 2 match being literally in the center, in the hall.
The Dota 2 guys have to whisper to each other the calls. It's a good thing at least, considering that, you know, in Dota, nothing really matters. It's just point and click. So it's okay if they're facing each other. The CS teams, we've done it right. They have 2 separate rooms. They can't hear each other no matter how much they scream, etc.
You really hate Dota 2, don't
Yeah,
you?
it's a free game, dude.
Leaving that aside,
So we were talking about Too Easy
Too
actually.
Easy,
So
yeah.
their confidence, I think, is well placed. To be honest, I think they're playing amazing Counter-Strike, and the second half hiccup in the earlier game was simply put down to. I was just gonna put that down to Cobble. It's a crap map, to be honest. It needs to be replaced with Dust 2. And I'm saying that, like, I don't even like Dust 2. Like,
You don't like anyone or anything, dude.
No,
Except for your kitty.
I like Dust 2 much better than Cobble. That's all. Like this thing. And I'm okay with Cash and Mirage as well.
So I'll give you an infographic sort of thing.
Yeah.
These are the rest of the maps. This is where Adi places Dust 2. And this is literally under
It
the
should be
table.
off. It'll be outside. It's outside your frame. That's how low Cobble is
Cobblestone,
in my list of priority. Yeah,
But
it's a pathetic map.
it's
It
a-
used to be really good in
But that
Counter-Strike
aside, it's
Source,
going to be-
and then they ruined it.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not really all that different. Fine, it has had a few more.
No, it used to be a CT-sided map.
It used to be a very CT-sided map. That I remember because back in 1.6 and CSS, the layout wasn't really all that different, was it?
Yeah, it was pretty much the same.
Pretty much the same.
This thing. So,
But
yeah,
going
it
on to
was
the next
completely,
matchup.
yeah.
Going on to the next matchup, we have VAC Banned and Phoenix going against each other. And you actually recognize 2 players from Phoenix, which is quite surprising knowing all the teams that are there.
Yeah, I thought you would recognize them as well,
Pain,
actually, because
yeah,
they're pug stars.
yeah,
We've
they-
seen them in So Strong playing here and there
We
all
actually
this
saw them in
time.
the corporate league as
Yes,
well. Pain, we saw Pain playing for one of the other
Esports India or something?
I guess something like
I
that.
don't know, but yeah, whatever. Either way, VAC Banned, I think we know some of their players. It's Chris, Freekill, Spawn. By the way, discount Spawn, not the original Spawn, who is in Too Easy.
He's
Killer
also
and
bad.
Freaky. Yeah, I don't know why do people can people not come up with their own nicknames?
Like how hard is it? Like I
Yeah.
just took my mouse. My name is Mamba.
Again,
Senior.
not original. but still.
Senior.
At least,
so to speak.
I used to have an original nickname until
Golden Frag.
Yes, until I made it more professional and more,
Remove the R
more
and you
my
have what you
point.
want.
What?
Remove the R and you have what you want from Golden Frag.
Wow. Wow. Don't say that word on YouTube, Mamba. Don't even reference it. But Phoenix, Pain, Forkin, know them. Hoax, Profin, Ray, no idea who the hell they are. And do you?
Hoax, I've heard of him. Hoax
Yeah.
Monster. He actually was on one of the top 5 players on the gold leaderboard on So Strong. I think he didn't make it to next, or did not even missed out on literally in decimal places on the IR to make it to next or something like that. So I've seen him play. All of these guys are puck stars, so I'm not really surprised that
They're also from Bombay, I'm assuming?
most of the puck
They
stars are
used to
from
play
Bombay.
for Accuracy Gaming, apparently.
Were they?
Yeah, so they used to play for Pain and Falcon used to play for Accuracy Gaming. So clearly they're from Bombay then. So it's sort of another Bombay matchup. Like lots of Bombay boys at this tournament, isn't it?
I mean, you can't really help it.
SemperX entity as well. That's in Group B though. But yeah, I mean, talking about this game, right? Again, I mean, I would like to get into the map and the veto first before I talk more about this, because of course, it's a lineup of bug stars. So I'm gonna expect like Cash,
Do we already have
Mirage.
the veto done though?
I'm sure the veto must be done.
Alright, we're expecting the veto to be done.
It
so
must
we'll-
be in your ear. Somebody will tell you.
Well, I have no. We actually
There
have the
you
veto
go.
being done.
It is done. There you go. It is Mirage. I told you.
Why am I not surprised?
Yeah, it's Puckstar map, right? Of course. I'm actually very surprised with the first ban by Phoenix. Cash out there, like right out of there. And considering it's a pug map, I'm very surprised. Cobble being banned. Thank you. Thank you, VAC Ban. I love you. Thank God. That should be everyone's first ban, by the way. Just making it a point right there. And Train, Overpass, Nuke, Inferno. Yeah, it's a Pugstar map. But actually, see, I'm okay with Mirage. I don't mind Mirage. Of course, the map revolves completely around mid control. And of course, it's sort of like Cobble. If your shots hit, great. But it depends on the mid control as such. And considering that these two are Pugstar teams, it'll be an interesting match.
Even when you talk about a map like Cobblestone, I personally feel there is a designated mid area which is the slope. But I feel the drop zone is technically the mid area because that is like the most important. Cobble, yeah. Because you lose control.
Drop control is very important. I agree, but there are multiple ways to play drop as well. So, but there aren't many things you can do in Mirage. If you lose mid, you you get sandwiched at any
because
bomb
you don't have the second line of defense. Because if they're pushing to short, you have two angles to the cover.
Especially like teams can even. I've seen 2EZ do this as well, and a lot of teams like doing this. Especially Entity and Eternal. They like if they get mid control, they like sneaking somebody into the window and ladder room window, and eventually from window maybe even sneaking straight into B CD spawn. Through CD spawn, through kitchen, or just through CD spawn to A, and it makes it for a very interesting game when the T's get mid control completely. So that's the problem. The CTs can't just give it up. They need at least information. And that's why you see a lot of teams playing, like once they've lost mid, you see one player being completely wasted at, the dog hole, just outside the sniper's nest, just outside middle.
Basically, the lower vent.
Yeah, he's basically just stuck at the vent. And, he has to watch that so that his team isn't flanked. And that puts extra strain on the B and the A defense.
One of the other things I'm not really particularly fond of is once you lose control of the dog hole as a CT, and once the T's actually have the control of the A bombs or whatever, there is literally no way you could get through the dog hole unless you have a proper flash going in, because it literally sits on the right side of the vent, right?
There's actually a really good bunny hop you can do, but you have to be that mechanically gifted to bunny hop that consistently.
And there are not really a lot of players in the country except for Rix, I guess.
Actually, we don't even see it very often in the professional, like in the European scene, to be honest. That generally, actually, in the European scene, you don't lose control of the sniper's nest. So, maybe that's why we don't see it that much. But yeah, if you are playing very defensive as a CT, you're doing Mirage wrong anyways. What you should be doing in Mirage is aggressing, pushing underpass, pushing B apps, getting that first pick. Even, like, to be honest, like, what I like doing is something I did last year with Brutality, actually earlier this year at India Gaming Show with Brutality. We were playing, it was Scorchers or Neckbreak or whatever they were called at that time. It was Manal Mithil and company. And we beat them 16-2 on Mirage. We started on the CD side. And I just told them every round I'm going to call a setup and just do it. And we're going to just go aggressive. We went aggressive in the first round.
You guys won 16-0 or something?
16-2.
16-2.
So yeah, on the first round itself, we went aggressive apps and B app. Like B apps and the Palace at A. Like, you don't expect that. You just don't expect
that.
Which
does not make sense,
yeah,
by the way.
Second round, pistol round, okay. Like, anti-eco, play the range. Third round, you want to show that force, 3-man push mid. Fourth round, you want to show the force. We pushed underpass and
we
just kept doing those sort of things.
I like to call overpass, but you know what? We actually.
No, so that's what you should do in Mirage. You need to get map control and an early pick.
Cut it off right here because we're running short of time at this point. Because both of the teams are ready. So is the caster Fet. Archesman, Fet Pradhan. I mean, props to the guy. I'm actually supposed to meet him right now.
I'll get production the photo that I took of him.
Probably
have
the photo on the stream or something by some means. But you know what? Any quick predictions for the matchup?
VAC Banned.
VAC Banned is it?
Yeah.
Alright, so I guess just to make things more interesting, I'll go with Phoenix because Pain and Falcon. But you know what? We'll find that out once the match goes live. So Fet, over to you, buddy.
Gentlemen, to the ESL India Premiership, we are live with the second game of Final LAN. The Winter LAN is well underway now. The second game is going to be between VAC Banned and Team Phoenix on the map Mirage. It is going to be VAC Banned. It's going to be starting on the more favored side, the CT side, and it looks like Team Phoenix are going to go for the one smoke execute towards the A bomb side. They're not vying for any map control. We do have free kill towards, well, jungle and Pawn. Playing from CT spawn. He spotted out a couple of players making their way towards Sandwich. Free kill is completely and utterly blinded, but whoa, Pawn getting taken down already. Free kill needs to be careful. 3 players just around the corner. Killer waiting for the smoke to dissipate. Well, free kill does get the kill. And free kill does get... I don't know what's happening right now. They're getting pushed too easily. Killer will and get Forkin. No, Forkin wraps around, falls down. They don't have a kit. Well, Chris finds Forkin, but Pain will get the follow-up kill. Now it's a 1v3. Chris is getting surrounded on all sides, unable to land the telling headshot. And Hoax will end things. Phoenix end that pistol round. It was a very messy pistol round from VAC Banned, to be honest. They had 2 players over towards the A bomb side, but they just couldn't land the early picks. Now Spawn had to go huge early round, get those 2 early kills, but unfortunately didn't really get them. And as you saw, he got rushed towards CT Spawn and finally got taken down. Now it's, well, it's going to be a force coming out from VAC Banned. Obviously, it's going to be a force buy because who ecos in India? That's not a concept here. Pretty heavy presence towards mid. There's 4 players focused towards mid. Well, Phoenix are still undecided as to where to go. We do see a couple of players just marking pushes. Palace and A ramp. That's going to be Hoax and Ray. While 2 players are making their way under pass. Well, at least one is. Followed by Profan. We have Pain and Profan making their way in underpass. Palace push towards Palace. No damage being dealt. 1 minute left on the clock. I like what Freaky's doing. He's pushed up for information. He's spotted out Pain. He's just rattling off shots and now he's going to fall back. Good decision. And they are repositioning themselves, Phoenix, for an A hit. So, could be walking into a trap. We do see one player towards, oh, Chris. Kill on the Profan. Does that cause the peel off to happen? Yes, it does indeed. We do have a player in high mid, I think Forkin, but the A hit is coming in. Free kill getting completely smoked off. Spawn is going to go playing the edge of the smoke, but he's going to get taken down even before he has a chance to rattle off even a single bullet. It is a 4v3. Pain having found killer as well. The force buy not really working out. They did get the opening pick, but after that they've just completely lost the momentum. Freaky gonna go pushing in. He's gonna come pre-firing around the corner, but Rain and Ray bring home the bacon, bring home the pain, and now 3v1 and Free Kill is just gonna fall back, save that armor, save that pistol for the next round and try and make something happen. Maybe some economic damage, but apart from that, I don't think there's much on the cards here for VAC Banned. And Free Kill, need to be careful. There is pain over him, and what? How? How do you miss that? Well, he did, and now it's gonna be completely hard eco city for VAC Banned. They have no money. It's gonna be USPs across the board. They shouldn't be buying anything if they want to have even a modicum of utility going into their first gun round. And Phoenix will just have a field day playing Farmville with that Mac 10. Shots, and look at where Pain is. He's already in the bomb site. Decapitates Spawn, but he's down to 11 health. Doesn't matter. He just has a CZ. He's just trying to rack up some eco frags, and he's gonna make his way safety. Meantime, the hit towards connector has come in. The kills have been found. Ray doing a bang-up job of finding the entries towards the towards the B bomb site, but unfortunately, both the kills happen to go the way of the AK-47. Finally, Hoax managing to get one kill with the Mac 10. That's $600 in the kitty. And now Chris is on the longest pilgrimage of his life. Has brought up a P250 that is ill-advised, but Pain will manage to get the kill regardless. All right, VAC Banned with their first buy round. They are going to be light on the utility, primarily because they forced in their first, well, after losing the first pistol round, they forced on the first, which is ill-advised on the CT side. You would want, ideally, to have all the utility go into your first gun round, but unfortunately, forcing is still very much in the meta of Indian CS. Spawn laying down a precautionary smoke. Palace. Play up mid. All right, there is a player, that's Chris. Horrible flashbang, but trades coming in. Forkin trading for Hoax. It's a 4v4. Freaky trying to find a gap in the smoke, but doesn't really find anything. Pain in the meantime with the Mac 10 doing some damage, but it's a 2v3. Forkin hasn't made any noise. Gets a kill onto Freaky, who was just bombarding up connector. God knows why, but they have bomb control here, VAC Banned. They can actually get this round, but they've already lost 3 players. Now, this is problematic because they're not going to have all the money going into the next round, while Phoenix, on the other hand, have it all. They have the money. So they don't really need to be that worried, although, as always, winning a round is favorable. Spawn, the way Ray is able to see the shadow, though. I think that they just camped on the bomb. This could work out, but it could also come back to bite them in the backside because they're all bumped up to the bomb. Ray being very methodical, but the one corner he doesn't check is the one corner that is camped by Spawn. He will take his head off. Cleanly. Precise. There we go. Free kill doing the same on to Forkin, and that's the first round on the board for VAC Banned. They do pick up their first gun round. However, they do so at a cost of 3 rifles, which means they're going to have a very stretched buy this round, especially in terms of the utility. Yeah, and like we can see already, Killer has to take one for the team, has gone with the utility, the UP. On the flip side, the T's have everything at their disposal. Forkin with the big green gun, or in this case, the op. Oh, almost landing that shot onto Freaky. Freaky needs to be careful. And there we go. Freaky, as I said, needs to be careful. The worst jump spot in the history of jump spots. And Freaky pays for it with his life. That's one of the rifles taken out of the equation. Chris taking a lot of damage towards mid, not even being able to met out any... Oh no, does get the kill onto Pain. My bad, but there's Ray with the trade. Nice trade. Man advantage again back squarely in favor of Team Phoenix. We do have Killer right underneath Palace, but he's going to get taken down. The trades are coming in fast and swift. Spawn with the double kill, but he needs to be careful. Oh, the nade. Do huge amount of damage, and it does. VAC Banned Spawn bites the dust. Oh, Hoax spawns out. Free kill. Does get the kill finally, but that was a long spray down. Doesn't matter. A round is a round is a round, and not just any round at that. VAC Banned get completely and utterly reset. This is what I said, right? Their economy was weak going into that previous buy round. They bought down to their very last dollar, and now they have to eco. And Phoenix can just farm up the cash on Ray and Pain with those UMP, with that UMP and that Mac 10. Ray being a bit trepidatious to take the initiative towards mid. More enterprising. There we go. Waiting for Pain, I guess. Does get the kill. On to Freaky. 12 bullets. Will smoke off Connector. Trying to channel his inner launders, but failing. Pretty impressive there, actually. Pain just clearing out the corners. He's made a lot of noise. In the meantime, Profin comes out of T-Ramp, getting the kill. I think he spotted out Free Kill's shadow, but Pain getting Spawn. Now the only player on the A bomb site is Free Kill. The rotation is still a fair ways to come in, but he's playing Firebox. And just as I say, get the op does get the rifle as well. That is not bad from Free Kill, getting 2 quick kills. But finally, Ray at least getting 1 kill with Mac 10. Pain having already secured 2. That's his investment basically being repaid for in its fullness with that UMP. 2 kills, that's $1,200 bank. Ray should be finding another kill. Chris playing very passively. He knows that there's an op dropped in the middle of the bomb site, which will get picked up. And well, Chris, does get the kill, but there we go. The op does get saved. A lot of economic damage from VAC Banned. Not a bad round, but I don't think they can justify a buy just yet, considering that the maximum amount of money on anyone is $4,500. They need to eco this as well. Upgraded pistols, yeah, they're going to get $2,400. Freaky is going to have a bit of a stretched buy, so will Killer. But at least they're giving themselves at least some modicum of a fighting chance in this round. Pain slowly but surely inching. Oh, what a shot onto Spawn! That was crisp, that was clean, and Free Kill returning the favor with the P250 recovering the AK as well. Profin with the longest spray down of his life. Hoax and Profin, the tag team of dreams, getting the kills over towards the A bomb site. That's going to leave Chris yet again in a 1v4, but Ray and Hoax are so very low. One stray bullet in their direction, they're biting the big one. They're going to die. Hoax playing a very dangerous game of cat and mouse. Ray getting spotted out at high mid, not ideal. They've lost their one SMG now. They don't want to be losing. No, they've lost a rifle actually. They don't want to be losing any more rifles. There we go. Profin pre-firing around the corner towards Murder Hole gets the kill. The Phoenix securing 6 board already on the T side on Mirage. Now, yes, historically Mirage is a CT-sided map, but then again, this is India and Asian Counter-Strike in general. Not the best known for its CT-sided plays, and Chris, the glass cannon op, making his way towards, well, the box. We are going to be seeing very aggressive mid control being asserted by the T's very soon. See them streaming upwards. Done this twice already. First time it didn't work out very well. Let's see if it bears fruit the second time around. Pain, good Molotov for under Palace. Favor being returned, has to fall off. Chris, Chris spotting out the edge of Forkin's elbow. And that AWP singing loud and true, loud and proud. And that's the team. Down goes Ray. VAC Banned with their second round of the game. They've been doing pretty well on their buy rounds, but they need to string a few rounds together, because now if they lose again, they do have slight buffer, but they are going to get reset and they will be forced to eco the next round as well if they lose this. So they need to be careful, because Phoenix again have money for this round at least. Full buy coming out from them. Chris with the AWP. Precautionary flashbang will go for the peak. No one coming their way. Pain. Trying to bring home the pain. There's no map control. All right. Phoenix deciding to ditch logic and reason. Not going for map control this round. They're just going to go, well, pushing B. As it would seem now, they've all bunched up outside the B bomb site. I mean, it's a decent call. It's going to be the standard B execute. The smokes claiming in. Killer getting mollied off, and he's almost going to line them up, but does not manage to find the kill. And they're all falling like flies one by one. Free kill, though. Very good position for him. He can catch a few players off guard. There we go. Gets one, but doesn't get two. Spawn, in the meantime, has found Falcon. Spawn finds Pain, and it's a 2v2. And Profin is so very low. They can actually do this. Bombs dropped out in no man's land. I don't know what bomb was doing there, but, well, Indian CS, guys. Indian CS. Profin finds, well, Spawn. Brings it down to a 1v2. Chris with the AWP has to go huge. The smoke baits up the shot. Should just be looking towards bomb. Bomb is in his control, technically, but needs to be aware of the push coming in as well. They might push him, but what is Profin doing? Literally standing out in the open, marking bugger all. And gets taken by surprise. He's down 1v1 time. Is Ray versus Chris. Op versus AK. And it's going to be the Op that comes out on top. VAC Banned by the skin of their teeth winning that round. And I do not know what the bomb carrier was doing wherever he died towards. I just don't know anymore. And we're going to see the Eastern European buy coming out from Phoenix. Again, Profin buying up fully. These are things that the teams really need to work on. The buying together, playing together. They're still to make their way out of spawn. And they've put together a buy. They're going to be on third round loss bonus. Everyone except Profin will be able to buy into the next $2,400 and all. But why? Why? And look at that. Spawn feeling adventurous, feeling frisky. Gonna go pushing up. And Profin, the player with the AK, already been taken out. Freaky getting, well, taking a lot of damage. But look at Chris's positioning. People don't check this. Free kill does get Falcon. And Chris, why would you re-peek that? Question. Anyway, Spawn is there. Hoax. My brain has working. Can't be asked. Well, Pain recovers the AK, falls back. He should be passing that over to Ray, but Ray is in sandwich. So, what do you do now? What do you do now? It's a 4v2. Weapons not in their favor. Pause has been called. We do have Spawn marking the cross. He should just be marking the cross and nothing else, because that's gonna... does happen. Pain, indeed, getting the kill and get the plant down. Just try and sneak the plant off. That $800 extra is going to go huge in the next round, at least in terms of giving them utility. There is a flank coming in, but it does look like it's going to be free kills. Kill? Pain on top of boxes. Freaky does get the kill, but yeah, there we go. There we go. Free kill does pick up Pain. 2 players surviving, though. I mean, VAC Banned have picked up 3 rounds in a row now. 3, 4? Yeah, 3 rounds in a row now, but they've consistently lost 3 or more players, which means their money isn't that great either. So if Phoenix can actually win just 1 round, they can make their way back into the game, and they don't have to worry about, well, money per se, because all Phoenix need to do is win 1 round. That's it. Look at the money. After buying, they have right now VAC Banned. Still waiting for a player to buy up. Yeah, there we go. Not much money in terms of anybody. Like, the average is around $1,000. Killer sitting on 0. So they will get reset. So Phoenix are in a very good position to actually run away with the half. If they win this round, they take their score to 7. Next round from VAC Banned will have to be an eco, a hard eco at that. And that means Phoenix have a very good chance of sitting pretty with 8 rounds on a T-half on Mirage. So, well, they should be trying for some map control, should be going for aggressive map control, using that utility to get that early pick and not saving it for the later doom and gloom stages of the round to do a dry execute onto a bomb site. They need to switch up their play. They have gone aggro mid, and against a fully bought-up VAC Banned, they haven't had much success with that 3-man mid push that they've been doing, getting aggressive connector control. They had much better luck towards the B bomb site. So they should be focusing a little bit more. Maybe they can pincer the B bomb site. They've shown us that they can go for the quick mid control. So instead of going mid to A, they might want to try mid to B this. The mid control is the fulcrum of this. That is where Mirage hinges on the T side as well as TT side as well. Mid control is the name of the game for Mirage, or Dust 3 as I call it. Armor Glock? What? Yes, I'm indeed Armor Glock. New meta, boys. New meta. And look at that, Falcon with the AWP getting the opening pick. This could be dangerous to spawn. Will he go for the repeak? Falcon holding the angle aggressively. Peak does have a flash in. I'm going to decide against it. Goes towards... Now he's caught in 2 mines. I'm not really sure what Spawn wants to do here. Like, I'm not even sure he's heard anything or any audio clues. The scope should be a dead giveaway from Falcon, though, that he's still chilling in Palace. And it is going to be a run-of-the-mill A hit. Again, no map control being challenged by Phoenix. Spawn. Oh, completely blind, but he will make his way to safety. That Molotov buying him some time, but he's getting burned in the meantime as well. Nade doing a lot of damage on a Profan. Have done its job. They just bunched up, still get the kill regardless. Spawn marking the Palace push. It's all coming in. It's all falling apart for VAC Banned. And they're not going to check firebox. Spawn comes away with 1 kill. Can't get the kill on a Profan who's so very low, but Profan managing to spray him down. And now it's Freaky in a 1v4. Although Profan, Pain, Falcon, all very low. Doesn't matter. Falcon channeling his inner Bogdan with the low HP and the AWP. 3k for him. Like I said, Phoenix pick up one of the most crucial rounds. And now they can actually win the half. And by win the half, I mean come out on top of that half with at least a 1-round lead if they pick up this round, because VAC Banned, as you can see, are on more or less a hard eco, just 3 upgraded pistols, 1 CZ, 1 Deagle, and 1 P250. Although, this is Indian Counter-Strike, and you never discount pistols. Never ever take your eye off the ball when it comes to just a pistol buy, because these guns are absolutely nutty, and most Indian teams just completely crumble under the pressure of playing an anti-eco. Chris already pushing up, getting a lot of information. Spawn, they're going for that connector play yet again. Spawn playing up close and personal, will get taken down. The pistol's not really working out in favor of VAC Banned this time around, at least. Thank God, better sense has prevailed. Chris, good fork in that flank. It's a bomb carrier, and he's got the AWP as well. Hook gets freaky. Hooks takes a shot. Chris takes a shot at his own teammate, but Chris has gone huge. Picked up 2 kills already, and he has the AWP bomb control as well. They have a nade. They chuck it, and if it lands properly, Chris will be looking at a lot of damage being taken. But he's playing this smart. He's not technically camping the bomb. He's playing a bit passive. But he knows that he can't really allow the bomb to go down either. Good flashbang. Nade has already been used. Planted. Good post plants. Chris, I mean, they don't have the money. He could just be saving their AWP. I mean, does he have the chance to go? This retake is the question. If I were him, I would have definitely gone for the save, because going into the next round, you would want to have that AWP on your person, on your team. You don't have enough money. You might go for an armor pistol buy and put your economy in undue stress yet again. The half is getting out of your hand. What do you do with this? You're leaking from everywhere. It's a sinking ship. You need to plug the holes, and it looks like it's going to be an armor pistol buy up. They are going to go for the armor pistol economy equalizing buy. Not that their economy needed equalization. They were pretty broke across the board to begin with. And Pain needs to be careful. He can get rushed. There's 2 players just around the corner playing very aggressive Palace. And there we go. The trade does come in. The rifle does get recovered. And there's a push. Another push coming in. Freaky pushing B-Apps. He's getting a lot of information. Could be ideally poised to stop any sort of play. And they're going to pivot towards A again from connector. They're going to try and engage over the long ranges with the AK-47s, but VAC Banned doing the smart thing. They're not presenting, they're not peeking, they're just holding tight angles and praying to the high heavens that somehow it works out. It's an armor pistol, but they do have a fighting chance. Again, like I said, this is Indian CS, you never discount pistols. Ray, Freaky there, getting profit, that's huge. That is huge. Again, that is the flank that I was talking about. Killer. But Ray should have heard this. Freaky gets hooks as well. What Freaky doing is a one-man wrecking ball right now. Chris laying down the straight round. I just don't get what's happening. How did VAC Banned win that previous round? And more importantly, how did Phoenix lose that round? Now they're broke. Knowing them, they're going to force it up. Falcon can drop an AK-47 for his mates. Oh, they're not going to force it up. Good sense prevails. Falcon's just dropping Tech 9s for his teammates. Someone passed the memo on to him that that gun has been nerfed to the high heavens. And for those of you in chat who don't know, Blair was actually a vocalist for a metal band back in the day when he was in college. So he will not be the drummer, he will be the vocalist. In the meantime, Hoax! What are you doing? The hand cannon just utterly wrecking Free Kill, giving him a new hole to breathe out of. Beautiful shot. Beautiful. With the AWP mark, there is one player. Oh my god, Profan! Kidding me! That is dirty, and they're all whiffing their shots. Finally, Spawn gets the kill, but they've made their way onto the A-bomb side. It's a 2v4. Actually, it's just one player on the A-bomb side with a minute left to spare. They're just gonna go. They're gonna go for the long haul. They're gonna haul ass back to B. Killer though, catch this before it bears fruit. Because bomb hasn't gone down, the rotation has come in Spawn, but he has to be careful of the flank. That is Ray, and be a bit problematic, but the trade comes in. It's a 1v3. Spawn with the AWP, not the best of weapons to be in a 1vx situation, especially with a flank coming in. What is Falcon doing there? What in God's good earth? But now Spawn, he has no idea where Pain is playing from. He's going to check every corner under the sun, but now, well, it's not really planted for either of the players right now. Molotov is going to be a dead giveaway, but he has to stick to the fuse time soon. And Pain with the Tech 9 bringing the pain, and it's going to be an armor pistol buy. that beats the full buy. Ladies and gentlemen, the earth is flat and the sun revolves around the earth, which is the center of the universe, because nothing makes sense anymore. And it's just pistols beating full proper buys time and time again. Phoenix move on to 9 rounds for the half. Going into the final round, VAC Banned and the Merry Men will be able to string together somewhat of a buy. Freaky with the AWP, he has to go huge. Chris getting flashed in, spots out Morgan, who should not be peeking out, but he does, because again, Indian CS, ladies and gentlemen. Look at, why? What? Why are you going in 1 by 1, Phoenix? This was your round, and again, it's going to be a half buy, a paltry buy that looks like it's going to end up winning the round. VAC Banned should be in half 9. Should. But there's a lot that still happen between now and the end of the round. Pain. I think Freakill has an inkling that there is a player there, but he just has a deagle. Pain. What's up the player? Get the kill. Yes, he can. Does take a bit of damage in doing so, but there's Killer. Gotten the kill. Hoax in the meantime, making his way out to side. Why are you... See, now, little things will get you killed in a competitive game of CS. If you're new to the game, never switch while peeking a corner. Now, I know a lot of players have this bad habit of switching to the knife the moment they want to go for the peek to get that little speed boost. It's not worth it. Have your goddamn gun out. So that then at least you can pre-fire. Look at what happened there. Peeked with his knife and got his shit pushed in, and he died. And Killer going huge that round. 3K for him. VAC Banned will end the half 9-6, but Phoenix do a bang-up job of coming out pretty convincingly out on top on Mirage on the T side, that to the less favorable side. All right, 9-6. It is halftime. Teams will be switching. We have a game on our hands because, well, frankly, VAC Banned now go over to the T side, which is the less favorable side, so they will need to pick up the pistol. In order to, ensure that they have smooth sailing. Because, see, if VAC Banned pick up the pistol, they have carte blanche, more or less, to equalize the scores at 9. However, that hinges on a huge assumption that VAC Banned, firstly, they win the pistol, and secondly, they win the counter force. Because, let's be honest, Indian teams have struggled and have consistently been struggling against the force buys that teams do bring out when they lose the pistol. Wolfie, there's a mute button on the stream. Go ahead. Be my guest. Don't really care. Anyway, 9-6 is the score. VAC Banned now switch over. We do have spawn running utility. Hoax takes one for... I like that. Ray has gone for the utility. 1 smoke, 2 flashbangs. Hoax picking up the kit and 2 flashbangs. I like this. Now, especially with the reduction in the aim punch and the fact that they have buffed the Glock at long ranges, you can invest a little more on utility on the CT side. Alright. Yeah, be it Profin playing aggro. They're not really going for much in terms of aggression here, the CTs. Finally, as I say that, Pain pushing. And he is going to find... Well, he's going to find the bomb, but Freaky doing a lot of damage, and Pain trying to land the telling headshot, unable to find anything. Freaky with the man advantage for VAC Banned. Now they're gonna get swarmed, but Ray, the crossfire, does get 1 kill. It's a 3v4. The bomb yet to make its way onto the A bomb side. The rotation has come in and it's gone again. What is happening? Why are Indian teams so impatient? Please, can we see some modicum of patience. And Hoax should have spotted out Freaky, or are we seeing the magic of 4x3? Okay, then. Ray handing out the tuple of dreams onto Freaky, getting his face smashed in. Profan doing his best leg day impression, doing a lot of damage, but Killer will find the telling shot. Now it's a 3v2 with Hoax down to 22 HP. Bomb has gone down. The kid is still on Hoax. It is planted fairly out in the open, and there we go. The kid does get taken down. Ray should have been more prepared. They should have gone for a couple of kills. They had the kid, but doesn't matter. Free kill, and VAC Banned will seal the deal. Free kill with the brace. Killer with the brace, and VAC Banned pick up the much needed pistol round, and now they actually have a fairly decent chance of taking the score to 9-9, because Phoenix, I don't know if they'll force by now. If they force, then we might see VAC Banned losing this, but Phoenix, historically, there we go. It is a team that forces. Ray with the scout. He's playing towards mid. It's fairly defaulty setup. Now, if you're going to be forcing, now this is something that Adi and I have spoken about at length. Blair and I have spoken about at length. If you're going to be forcing, hedge your bets. Stack a bomb site there. And if they come that way, good for you. If they don't, well, you can always take the investment round and deny the opposition economy. If you're going to be playing defaults with armor and pistols, I mean, unless you get extremely lucky or the opposition completely and utterly shits the bed, you're going to have a tough time. They're fairly light on the utility here, Phoenix. Use the smokes and pray for the best. And Hoax get, well, weaky, but Hoax is in a very tight spot. Does get taken down, and now in the blink of an eye, it's a 3v4. Profan with a long-range CZ duel. Right. The angle. Oh, the perfect timing. Does get the kill, equalizing. Well, getting the man advantage back in their favor, but the post plants are decent. They're not great, but it is decent. They're trying to make something happen, but playing switcheroo with the weapons out in the open, not ideal. Not really peeking together, not using that man advantage to their advantage. And because of the good post plants coming in from VAC Banned, they do manage to eke out this round, and now they stand a very good chance of equalizing the rounds, equalizing the score, bringing it back to even Stevens at 9-9. All right. Hard eco. Just one flashbang out on Ray. I think he had enough money. Yeah, he did. $2,200 investing. Not a bad bet. Being boosted up in ninja spot. It's gonna be a more or less. It's gonna be a mow down. On should be taking the initiative with that. Well, UMP trying to farm up as much cash as possible. Killer. Oh, completely went perfect flashbang. Perfect. Getting the opening pick, but does get immediately traded out. VAC spawn with the UMP. It's a B stack. This could get dangerous. This could get very deadly for VAC Banned. But Phoenix peeking out one by one. Paying the price for it. Fortune does get one kill, but there we go. The multi peaks, but wow. They do some damage. Again, 2 players surviving. Money still going to be a bit of a throbbing issue for VAC Banned if they do lose this round, because they've lost a significant number of players in the past 2 rounds. There we go. Yeah, it is. If Phoenix do manage to pick this round up, and they have done the smart thing here, they've forgone on the head armor, and that's the fake smoke. Might be a fast play towards the B bomb site. That smoke should be landing somewhere around B short. Okay, that was a failed smoke towards F&S. Did not manage to land the nest smoke. All right. So the CTs did have some... Okay then. There's a huge gap in that smoke, but Falcon unable to utilize that to his advantage. Freaky in the meantime lands the kill onto Pain, and now it's a man disadvantage, and they're gonna get swarmed over towards the A bomb side. Falcon taking a lot of damage very early on. Freaky, check your corners. He's just gonna go gung-ho into Sniper Nest and get completely and utterly shut down. Pop Flash coming out. Really gonna bother anybody. Killer timing that to perfection. We do have a player hooked towards CT spawn, but Killer, oh! Well, Falcon with the trade, good trade coming out from him. He's gonna try and make his way through Murder Hole. Manages to squeeze through, but now Hoax is in a world of trouble. I don't think he's aware that Chris is... Oh, the timing! Perfect timing! But now he knows that Chris is on the hunt, but he will get the kill. And in the blink of an eye, free kill, tearing down the barrels of a 1v3, although Hoax and Falcon painfully low. Couple of shots, and both of them are down for the count. They're going for the cheeky boost play, but free kill ready for it. He heard it out. The nade not really going to triple him. They should be peeking together. Not giving him these 1v1s. Doesn't matter. Ray, the only player with the HP, managing to eke out that round somehow. Gets the kill. The op does get recovered. But Phoenix, they move on to 10 rounds. But again, it's at the cost of 3 rifles. It is going to be a very stretched buy. And if VAC Banned can manage to pick up the next one, they did get a plant down. So they might just want to force into it, and I'll tell you why it makes sense, because the economy on Phoenix is pretty weak. If they actually do force it up, here is when a force buy truly makes sense. Killer can go for an armor Galil, spawn, utility. Freaky can have everything. Freakill and Chris can have armor AK-47 and a smattering of utility. They can actually make it work. Look at money Phoenix. I just bring up Tab. The player with the most money is Profan, and he is on $150. If VAC Banned force, and there we go, that's the force that I was talking about. They do force it up. It's the right time to force, and this is when you force. Not when, you have 4 players sitting on $2,000, 1 player on 9, and 5,000, and everybody forces up. No, that is not when you force. These are the times when you force, when you know that your opponent's economy is not the greatest, you can still manage to eke out a decent buy. That is why, well, and this is a good economic decision coming out from VAC Banned. Pain. Aggro. Good flashbangs, but there we go. Pawn. Will he go recovering the rifle? Doesn't matter. Profan with the trade elsewhere, but still a trade is a trade. He's gonna make it. Give him away. That's Chris spots him out. Gets the kill. Over aggression, over eagerness from Profan, paying the price for it as well. Man advantage again wrestled back by VAC Banned immediately from Phoenix. And this is gonna be one topsy-turvy game of Counter-Strike. I can see that happening. Neither of these teams look very comfortable on this map. It is Mirage. It is extremely puggy in its nature. There's not really that much you can do in terms of stats that, teams won't be prepared for. Ray trying to make something happen, trying to make a play happen. He had to seize the initiative, but unfortunately it doesn't work out. 3 men staring his general direction, just all angry, all with their AK-47s out, and he gets put 6 feet under. He has ceased to be. And now Hoax and Falcon don't really have much of a choice. They will have to go for the save. And that's exactly what they're going to be doing. All right. So the guns will get saved, the AWP and the M4. Scores are tied yet again, 10-10. Like I said, the force buy actually worked out, paid dividends. Phoenix with a force of their own this is not the right time to force, but they are going to buy around the AWP and the M4 that has been saved up. Again, putting undue pressure on their economy. And look at Spawn. Spawn is he's going to push through the smoke and gets one of the players with the gun, actually. Early on, early kill, good pick. Now they can actually stream onto the A bomb site, which is more or less empty. And Forkin with the AWP just straying into the open arms of Freaky, who was like, thank you very much, I will pick up an easy kill. And now there is one player who's just chilling in the smoke, channeling his inner get right. And that is Profile with a P250. What can he do with just a pistol? I think Chris did spot him out, yet they know where he is. Spawn will decapitate him with ridiculous ease. Now Hoax is stuck between a rock and a hard place. Stuck in connector. Hoax got a kill, but now they know exactly where he is. Now upgrade to the AK-47. Sanjot, there is a mute option on YouTube, by the way, so feel free, or just, you know, plug in headphones and keep them off. Don't really care much. Hoax, though, in the meantime, finds Chris. They're trying to save a rifle or two. There we go. They're trying to save the AWP. The AWP, again, an AK-47 being saved. And VAC Banned move into the lead for the first time in this game. They have money now. Phoenix don't. They forced into the last round. They are going to get $2,400 for losing this round. Losing this round, that means they are going to have a... They're going to have a buy. That's about it. Like, they're going to be light on utility. They're not going to have helmets, but that doesn't matter against, well, AKs and ops. And I want Falcon with the AWP. This time, coming out clutch. Gets the open kill. It's a 4v4, but Falcon does come out a bit worse for wear in that altercation. Doesn't matter, Falcon getting the second kill. Killer in the meantime trying to get the trade. The 3v3, the smoke. Oh, the smoke doesn't blow. What? That was a misplay of epic proportions. The bomb doesn't get planted. Hoax and Pain pairing up with getting kills. And again, losing to pistols at this crucial a juncture, not like this, VAC Banned. Not like this. This is Mirage. This is every team's bread and butter, and Falcon holding their off angle, getting the kill. Beautiful play from him. 4K from Falcon with that saved AWP, and he just went beast mode. Beast mode. That was epic from him. All right. VAC Banned do have enough for a buy. They should be pushing it in. He's been punished for this push early on. That, I mean, see, okay. Now, I know I might come off as a bit of a hard ass when I talk about these things, but look, that smoke and that flashbang make no sense. I mean, he can use it as a one-way, but he's gonna still come away with the kill. Okay, that's... See, if he had that flashbang, he could have peeked and gotten the kill, but now he's just gonna chill around the smoke. He's done his job. He's done the damage. Now he should just fall back. He's gotten 2 kills. No need to force the issue. You've done your job. Fall back. Excellent play from Pain. Although that flashbang did end up helping him out a little bit. Not that flashbang, that smoke. Ideally, it shouldn't have been that. It should have just peeked with the flash, gotten the kill, and fallen back. But he got lucky. The T's got a bit overzealous, a bit over-aggressive, and now they've just trickled in one by one and died. And Shaurya, if you think your leg day is painful, I just went through surgery on my knee and it hurts. It really, really hurts. And these teams are not relenting. They're taking the games to the distance. And I love it. Good CS is always a treat for sore eyes. The T's have slowed it down. 10 seconds left. Nothing much they can do. And free kill, Chris will just save. They're going to get $1,900, so it is going to be more or less an eco round. Free kill and Chris, though, will be in a bit of a spot because they won't be able to buy in the next round. They don't get any money. The T's, remember, do not get any money for surviving a round if they don't get the bomb down. I mean, and it gets diffused. So only if you lose the round properly by getting the bomb down is when the T's get round loss bonus. And because of that, I think VAC Banned might just force yet again to just equalize that economy. Very heavy pressure. It's B, Hawks. Finding out the hard way that they've already given up mid-control. Now, you don't want to be giving up mid-control so easily. Forkin does spot a freaky. And Hawks is surviving just barely by the skin of his teeth. He's down on 5 health. Pain now, the only player with any HP towards the A bomb site. We do have Profan rotating slowly but surely. Again, they've given up connector, they've given up mid, VAC Banned, have all the map control under the sun to play with. This is not looking good. This is honestly not looking good for them. Ray being boosted up. Marking for the plant if it does come. Alright. Bomb does get planted. It's a 5v5 retake. The only shots being fired were towards Hawks. Well, took a huge chunk of damage, and the post plants are decent. I won't call them good, but they are decent. The crossfires are okay. The weapon range, not the best. We do have Freaky with the AK-47 playing from Palace. He can swing out and get a couple of kills. There we go, gets Hawks, but Payne gets Chris in the meantime. 1-for-1 trade, but Killer almost flopping that. The trades are even Stevens. They are slightly now favored in the favor, but Profan managing to get the kill. Will stick the defuse. Does have a kit, so nothing really to worry about. And Phoenix inching ever so slightly into the lead yet again. I think now they are, well, they'll move on to 13 rounds. VAC Banned though, get a plant down. And they're forcing it up. Okay. Now, at this juncture, do you force it up, throw a spanner in the works for, well, your opponents? Or do you do the smart thing, eco, maybe armor pistol it up, try and do a fast play, get the bomb down, have more money going into the 14th round. Now these are little give and takes that you have to do as a team, as an IGL, these little calls, because look, right now VAC Banned don't have much in terms of utility. Not that they've been really reliant on utility, but it's always good to have that. In the meantime, the CTs are armed to the teeth, but they're drawing out the utility fairly well here. VAC Banned have already extinguished, I think, have drawn out all of the utility that the B defenders had, apart from one smoke and one flashbang, which will not really stop a fast push. And look at Freaky. They've made their way on the A bomb. They don't care. Like, so Phoenix, the way they've set up is a very retakey style of play towards the A bomb side. They let them come onto the bomb side, and then somehow they're just managing to get the trades in. Folks, get out of there. He needs to get out of there. Spotted the bomb planter as well. This time they wised up to the act, and they are not going to let VAC Banned play for the, well, retake. I think they have this on lockdown. Forkin not really getting a clean line of sight. That nade should sail in and do a lot of damage on the Killer. Does indeed do so. But Spawn this time with the opening kill. Spawn going huge. He's already gotten 2 for the round. Can he get more? Almost he gets the kill. Freaky trying to do some damage. Does do some damage. Gets 2. Gets the 3rd as well. Freaky through the smoke. Getting the 3rd kill. And VAC Banned win around the... Again, no utility doesn't matter. No utility, I don't care. That's the motto for VAC Banned. They just walk into the bomb site, get the kills, get the plant up. The main reason, one of the main reasons to go for the force buy. Again, no mid control. Often very passive from B shot. In front of the smoke, but could be dangerous. Meantime, Hope. That round was because they didn't challenge VAC Banned as they walked in. They should have known. The moment you hear AKs after a team loses like that, and you Freaky comes pre-firing around the corner, not interested, but Forkin with the AWP. He's been phenomenal with the big green gun. Should have a better read in the economy. You know that they'll be light on the utility. if you can't out-aim them or out-shoot them, outthink them, use your utility to your advantage. And now it's Phoenix time. He's been an absolute rock, and I like what Ray's doing. He's pushing for information. There is a player right on the corner that's free kill, and oh my god, free kill. Timing off the gods. Gets the gun out just in the nick of time. Inches his way in towards the B bomb side. Killer knows where Profin is playing from. Spots him out, but can he get the kill? Can he get the kill? Question. The 3v3 somehow managed to equalize this. There we go. Chris and Spawn, they get the opening kills, and now it's all down to Forkin with the AWP. And he's going to fall back. He's going to save. He has armor. He has a Molotov, a flashbang, a P250, and the AWP. That's a huge investment on himself. Like, he has close to $7,200 of equipment on himself, on his person. Does not need to go for this retake. It's a very difficult retake. He is going to fall back and is going to save. And VAC Banned up the score yet again. I think we might be seeing overtime. Our first overtime. RIP schedule, as they say. For those of us who've been with us for a long time, you would know how the overtime completely threw the schedule out of the water during the Hyderabad LAN qualifiers. And it looks like we might be on the way to our first overtime. Now, it might be still too early to call it, because now Phoenix should not be forcing around this op. They should eco. They've lost. They're going to be on third round loss bonus is $2,400. They will have money for a buy again, not a full-fledged proper buy. Unless, well, Forkin can go absolute beast mode with that AWP and get the kills. But he misses his jump. And he's going to miss. Well. Look at Freaky. He has, like, there's only one button on his keyboard, and that's W. And he's not going to check the corner, and Ray is just going to get the kill regardless. But Hoax, Profin, what? They're just falling like fly. What? I am sorry if I am coming off as a negative Nancy, but the USPs and one op and all the kills were taken by the USPs. Forkin finally getting the first kill. The A bomb side again. The retake setup. It's all coming down to Spawn in a 1v5. In a 1v5. And he's dead. He is dead. And Phoenix... I'm sorry. I am sorry, but that should not be happening. Ever. Ever. Could not be happening. And now Phoenix are on the precipice of taking this to match and map point, because if they do win this, it's 15 rounds on the board, and they have no reason to not win this. They just won a full eco. A full eco. I like what Freaky is doing. He made his way out towards A-ramp unknown to the A defenders. And again, that is primarily due to the extremely overtly passive setup that they have going on towards the A bomb side. They're always playing retake. Now Ray is in a bit of a situation, gets one kill. That has made his way into the bomb side, and it will get relinquished. And again, we might just be seeing an eco victory. Look at that. Chris with the deagle gets one. It's like shooting fish in a barrel for him. Now it's a 2v3. And VAC Banned are just going to return the favor. Right? Maybe not. Bomb yet to go down. Profin. Well, somehow, it happened. Profin pulling Phoenix back up at the scruff of their feet. Pain getting the final kill. Pain with the 3K. Profin and Ray with 2 crucial kills. Phoenix do somehow, like with bruised and battered fingernails, they've just clung onto that round and somehow managed to pull themselves that one step closer to the finish line. This is a ballroom bliss. This is a scruffy game of Counter-Strike. This is as visceral as it gets. Force buys have been the theme of this game so far. And you've seen some of ridiculous rounds being won off the back of buys that make no sense. And now it's going to be a fast play towards B shot. Profit to make haste. And Hoax will get freaky. Hoax does get traded. Profin holding the line. Killer is getting boosted up. They're making their way back to B. Forkin in the meantime has found playing from a CT spawn as passive as they come. If he were any more passive, he'd be on cash right now. The map, like literally, if he were any more passive. If the CTs were any more passive, they'd be on a different map. Right, bomb is going to get planted on the A bomb site. Killer still marking the flank. It looks like there's no one going to be coming from apart from Ray. They do have kits. Everybody on getting caught out, and he's going to make his way towards which it's a 3v3 retake situation. Spawn bleeding internally. He's on 5 HP. Does get taken down. Free kill. Good post plants. Again, good post plants. It's a 1v2. Both so very low, and free kill. Will clutch it out with just barely seconds to spare. And we might just see overtime. Or will we? Phoenix, the final round of the game. Have to go for the buy. Profin and Forkin, the AWP should have dropped a rifle in the AWP. Anyway, that's just me. That's just my opinion. Should have been dropping a rifle instead. And Forkin, okay, if you're going to do that with the AWP, go ahead. All right, man advantage to the CTs. See, the thing is, they have no map. They have no map control. They have no information. What is Pain doing? It's like Pain is doing the Macarena at CT spawn, literally pressing every button along with space on the keyboard. Slowly but surely, the T's are making their way up. Hoax easy up close and personal, and he looks away. The timing was just unfortunate. That's the only word that comes to mind. That was possibly the most unfortunate thing that could have happened. Hoax was holding the perfect angle. He could have got the drop in on spawn as he made his way up to Nectar, but unfortunately, looks away at the worst possible time. Bomb will get planted. Again, it's going to be a retake play. They do have 2 kits. Again, post plants are decent coming out from VAC Banned. They already have the post plants ready even before they go for the plant, which I think is an okay move. Now, Killer playing from Sandwich. What's out the dome, but Pain does get the kill. Pain and Profin coming out huge, but we do have Spawn, who has been on fire. He's going to get, well, gonna get taken down. That's 1 kill. The defuse is being stuck, but he won't be able to land the defuse, and that is GG well played. Sorry, he won't be able to land the kill on the diffuser, and that's GG well played. Phoenix finally closing out a 30-round brawl, a 30-round fist fight between VAC Banned and Phoenix. Phoenix sending VAC Banned into the lower bracket and clinching that game out 16-14. Somehow they win the game. Anyway, that's the game, and I hope you guys had fun. Sudan or Bleh will be back with the third game of the day in just a little bit. I think in 15 minutes. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back again, and well, my microphone was almost about to fall off again for some reason. It actually did fall off the last time as well. But talking about the matchup, it was quite interesting. I mean, you called out for the other team, VAC Banned.
I know. I thought that VAC Banned was going to win. You got it right with Phoenix, and I'm actually really surprised, to be honest, that Phoenix even managed to win this game. I think I'm just looking at the stats right now, and it was Payne with 30 frags, and I think he was the catalyst. Yeah, like he basically.
I mean, we did talk about him. We did talk about him because we've had some noticeable performances in the pugs.
Yeah.
Knowing for a fact that, you know, he has been topping the IR as well, the leaderboards.
Yeah.
And it was a pretty close game as well because it was kind of surprising. And you were upset about the fact they were so back and forth because of certain mistakes they made. So you want to shed some light on that?
So I mean, the thing was, one thing which I noticed right off the bat, right, especially on the Phoenix T side, and actually even most of VAC Banned's T side as well. There was no mid control. There was no mid presence from either of the sides, like on the T or the CT side. Especially on the T side, they didn't play around from mid. Phoenix on their T side, they went B 3 times. Basically, they went B 2 times. The third time they went B it was a 1v3, and you know he had to go B, and he got the plant fine. But out of 14 rounds, Phoenix went B twice, and the other 12 rounds they went A. It was just an A execute over and over again. There was barely any mid presence. There was barely any pincer move onto A or B or anything. VAC Banned on their T side, fine. They did take mid a few times. They did B splits, okay. But again, when they fell back to the basics, it was just for them. It was again an A play. It was always an A execute, an A smoke execute, something like that or the other. And that's just ridiculous to see, right? Like when Mirage is a map where I've been building it up, right? And everyone knows this. Whoever plays this game comparatively for a long time knows that without mid on Mirage, you're basically, it's based on luck after that. Like, it just is. Like, there was a round where 2 of the VAC Banned guys, because again, they didn't have mid control, they had 5 guys at A waiting for a smoke. They walked through the A slope smoke, 2 of the guys, and they just died. And there was a 5v3 for Phoenix, that round, and they won that. And I've seen quite a few questionable plays, especially like there was a 5v5 retake by
what is this, a retake
by Phoenix? Yeah, I thought this was a retake server, to be honest, because it happened twice and 2 times in a row. Like VAC Banned goes A, and then there's a 5v5 retake. The first time they win, the second time they don't. I actually want to showcase the afterplants on Stats Helix. If we can get Stats Helix up on the screen. So you can see that this is round number 24. This is the 5v5 retake, by the way. The plant's going to come in now. Just look at how defensive, firstly, Phoenix is playing. They're all the way back here. There's one player back here. See, this is what I was talking about. When you don't have mid control, you don't have any eyes or anywhere, look where Profin has to play. He's wasted there by he just has to sit, watch this hole, because he has to watch the vent room, because he doesn't know if a player is going to try to sneak in this way or this way. So he's completely useless there. And look at the A-bomb side. They didn't even smoke anything. They just walked into the A-bomb side because the CTs have a stack going on here. Like, with this sort of setup, I'm really surprised that they even retake this round. I'm going to play it and go slightly forward as well. They get the plant down. It's down here, by the way, already. And look at this. It's just terrible after plants, to be honest. This guy's stuck here in the...
Which is kind of a one and done situation.
Yeah, it's a one and done situation at the sandwich. The 2 players over connector. Why isn't 1 player here, first of all? Why are there 2 in connector? There's 1 guy in apps. You can see, VAC Banned retook this on luck. Phoenix retook this on luck.
I mean, even literally with those positions, if you could pause it for a second, right?
Yeah.
With those positions as well, you have a guy inside the sandwich area.
Yeah.
And if you had one...
You can see, by the way, he was the first guy who died.
Yeah. And if you have 1 guy inside jungle, the sandwich guy actually has the freedom to move around, so he knows that he's secure from the jungle area.
Yeah.
And one of the other things that I personally like to do is, if you're stuck in sandwich, don't stay inside sandwich. Go out, stay in that line of... Don't stay in the line of sight, basically. Be in that angle that you cannot get spotted. So whenever you take out a fight, there's a guy inside jungle, there's a guy in connector, and there's always a guy who can pop out.
That's the thing. Like, there was no crossfire for him, right? You generally play the sandwich position if there's somebody in sight or things like that. But so you could see if I'm going to play this again, he was the first one who got picked off, by the way, there. And then it was just random trades everywhere. It was Payne going crazy with another 3K as well. Then Freakle peeks out without spawn. Freakle peeked out at the apps, he died. And then Spawn is left in a 1v3. He gets one, but he's going to get traded. And this is how the retake was successful. And now the next round, they try this retake again. Like, let me see if I could actually get there as well. It's just going to go to the next round now. Look at that. Again, I'm going to go all the way. I have to skip all the way almost to the end of the round. And
that is where all the spots are,
it's still 10 players alive on the damn server in that round. It's ridiculous.
I mean,
and this time, look at it now. This time they play one in connector, one in jungle. They still have one in sandwich, but there's one guy playing closer to him now here.
That was one of the other
mistakes. So
mistakes.
this is a better after plan, sort of, slightly, because they have better positions. And oops, my bad. Technology. It's hard to technology. There we go. And if I play this again, right, like now you can see this time the crossfires work. Spawn gets the kills. That is how you play the sandwich position with your other guy baiting for you. And he managed to get kills there. And eventually, yeah, even though the trades do favor the CTs, Chris at the end does manage to win it out. Freaky actually wins it out with a 3K. But so you can't rely on a 5v5 retake. You can get it off the screen now, please. You can't rely on a 5v5 retake basically every single time. And the main problem I had with this whole thing was there was absolutely no map awareness. There was no map control from either of the sides on their CT. There was no pushes, no aggression, no first picks for a CT, like mid. I think there was the one round I saw an aggression was the 16th round, which was ridiculous because it's a pistol round. And it was a solo CT player pushing mid, getting picked off.
One of the other things that I absolutely hate about 5v5 retakes is the fact that you don't have resources left by the time when you come down to a 5v5 retake, right? As CTs, you won't have resources left. So what do? You can't just go into a bomb site knowing for a fact that there are going to be 5 guys on the side, because as terrorists, it's still comparatively easier because the CTs are going to be scattered. But once the bomb is down, it's absolutely almost like it's like what 1 in like 100 chances of you retaking it.
Yeah.
But so happens. But other than that, any closing words?
I think that I'm glad that this is sort of an upset. Like, Phoenix, the new boys have managed to beat VAC Banned. I'm glad about that. But I do think it was basically because of what's his face, 30 frags on Pain. Yeah. I forgot his nickname. Yeah, so it's basically the 30 frags on Pain, and I don't think that's something you can rely on, consistently, like wait for one of your star players to completely go ham and take you over the line. But that being said, hopefully, considering this was Mirage, it's a puggy map, that's why it was so helter-skelter, and it was so... I hope we see better things from them in the next game, especially in the winners game against 2EZ, right? 2EZ will eat up Phoenix on Mirage. Yeah, like literally.
Well, that is going to be interesting. But you know what? We are going to go on a really short break because we actually have a player interview coming up as well. Falcon is going to be joining us post the break. Who's going to be walking us through what the mindset was, because it was a really close game, and that is going to be an interesting insight on the matchup. But after that, when we come back, we'll have the next matchup, which is actually going to be between 2EZ and Phoenix. That is the winners game. Winners game. So you know what, guys? We are going to go on a really short commercial break. When we come back, we'll have Falcon with us. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have Falcon with us, and he's actually going to walk us through the mindset, because it is really taxing going down to 30 rounds while playing. And before we walk into this matchup, the next matchup is going to be against 2EZ, so that is something that is going to be in your head as well. But talking about this specific matchup, the one which you played right now, why do you think it was so back and forth?
Definitely, I will say that it was a new team.
and we got a bit less time to practice because of ongoing studies and other stuffs. So it was our fault only. But overall, I can say that on the previous match, due to the lack of communication, and there was no map awareness also between the players. That's why we lost so many rounds in City. T side it was okay, but still we have to improve our communication, and that's the main thing.
Well, that sounds interesting. Adi, you had a few questions.
Yeah, I mean, they actually had 9 T rounds, so that was the thing as well. But your CT side specifically, I have a thing. Did